Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Armfights Unleashed 2.0. My name is Ryan Bluebell. I'm joined by Jake Ward. We are set today for some exceptionally brutal arm wrestling. We have got so much ahead of us on this card. Jake Ward, I cannot wait to see what is coming up for this one, brother.
Already, bang! We have 6 genuine superstars here of Australian arm wrestling ready to dominate and put their mark on the world stage. This is unbelievable. You can only catch it on pay-per-view. Armfights Unleashed 2.0 has been something when I was first asked to be involved in, it was like Christmas. I have not been able to sleep. We've got the 4-way battleground.
The arena match.
The arena match. Unbelievable stuff. And then, of course, the main event after that. This whole event is going to be huge. If you are not a part of Arm Fights or aspiring to be a part of Arm Fights, you are missing out.
Mate, there is going to be, like Jake said, some amazing battles in this arena match. We're going to be kicking it off with Bo Russell, the Mud Crab. He'll be taking on the youngest of the Burnett brothers, the unstoppable Josh Burnett. He will be up in that first match, and following him there we're going to see Nick Burnett, Nitro Nick Burnett, taking on young Jamie Lionheart Barrett. There is so much to come. Then, of course, we have the big main event, fighting for $500. This will be war. Sam Burnett, Lui Toimoana, they are going to utterly crush things.
That's going to be unbelievable. The main event, he's 6'14". The guy is massive, weighs about 419 kilos. Every time I've looked at him today, he continues to grow and grow and grow. And of course, he has come on board and wants to take on the number 1 middleweight puller in Australia.
Hey, number 1 middleweight. You mean number 1 lightweight?
Lightweight. I knew I'd get him.
Sam Burnett, of course. Now, talking of weights, let's talk about the athletes that we've got today. We got, as you mentioned, the main event, we got Sam Burnett. He's the number 1 ranked 80-kilo arm wrestler in Australia.
Lightweight.
He is coming in. He weighed in with his shoes, his wallet, and everything at 80.9 kilos today. He's staying true to his title. I wasn't sure if he was going to be blowing himself up for this opponent because Lui, let's make no mistake, Lui's a giant. 130 kilos, 6'4". Lui is a monster. Sam Burnett, 80 kilos. How does that one go today?
How does that one go? That one goes where they both decapitate their arms straight from the socket. That is the only way it's going to go. You've got a man. I mean, we've said it once, we've said it before. There's good form, there's great form, and then there's Sam Burnett form, one of the hottest prospects in Australian arm wrestling, and then decides for an even matchup. An even matchup. He's got someone 50 kilos heavier than him. I was very surprised when Sam weighed in that, once again, true to his title, his lightweight title, that he didn't bulk up, put on weight, because as we know, that's what everyone tries to do, especially when you're taking on someone 131 kilos, but it is just, it's a battle. That's why that's in the arena. That's why it's at arm fights, because that's exactly what this main event will be. It will be an arm fight, and I am absolutely pumped for that one.
And Lui Toimoana on the other side of the table, this man will die on the table. I've seen these guys fight before. This could be literally one of the most brutal arm wrestling matches you've ever seen. Lui will not die. He has unrelenting commitment to his elbow, his side pressure. Sam Burnett may have the biceps, but trust me, Lui has the elbow in today's match. And that will only mean one thing, absolute. I expect both of these guys to be utterly exhausted by the time we have a winner today.
Well, I would be surprised. You should weigh both of these opponents after the match because their arms will be blown up. So they'll come in at 150 kilos respectively. It's going to be the main event. I think it's one of the perfect main event that we can have for Arm Fights Unleashed 2.0. It's an absolute cracker of a main event. And the way the guys have all come in today, the athletes have come in absolutely in superb form. They're taking it very seriously because that's what this is all about, and it's unbelievable the way they're going about it. Lui Toimoana, once you see this guy in front of the camera,
will he fit? Will he fit in the frame?
Well, that's what I mean. If we could we might need to pull the camera back. We might need 3 or 4 cameras. I mean, this guy, if you want advertising, you put it on the back of Louis' shoulders. He is a unit.
Absolutely. And, of course, outside of the main event, we have the arena battle. Like we said, this is 4 of the best lightweights in Australia. We've got absolute killers here. The Burnett brothers are representing very strongly today. It's not only Sam in the main event, but it's Josh and Nick as well. They're a pedigree, aren't they? The Burnett brothers are a different different. They're a different makeup. Something going on with them. They're genetically so dominant. They touch everything that they touch turns to gold. They're not only Australian arm wrestling champions. They've done it in 8-ball. They've done it in everything else under the sun as well. The Burnett brothers are here today to make a statement. They want to clean sweep the lot.
Oh, they do. They are the all-Australians. That's just what they are. As you said, everything they touch does turn to gold. I mean, if I sat there and told one of them, even young Josh Burnett, just go, mate, can you just go out and win the rock, paper, scissors championship? He'd win it, but he'd crush it as well and invent his own aspect of the game. They are fantastic. Very well polite boys, but once we get to that table, the Burnett brothers, probably in Latin, means Lord of the Aggression. They are just up and about for this one. Great guys. Can they take the clean sweep? I'm not that confident. I'm not that confident. I've seen their opponents come in, which we'll get to in a moment in this lightweight battle. And I tell you what, they are titled as lightweights, but these guys pull as heavyweights.
Absolutely. And as you said, standing in their way today, we've got two absolutely formidable opponents. We've got Bo Russell, a.k.a. the Mud Crab. If you ever wanted to just see someone that brings energy to the table, trust me, Mud Crab is fearless. He will bring so much energy. He puts this in the hook. Josh Burnett better be ready because the power that Mud Crab is bringing today, I am certain, will be monstrous.
Oh, he has so much intensity in every bristle of that mustache power that he is going to bring. I tell you what, entertainment aspect alone is worth the pay-per-view. Mud Crab is going to come in and just throw everything at it. His claws will go absolutely bananas. He has come in prepared. He has come in confident, and he's looking thick. He wants to sit there, and he told me, he goes, Aussie arm wrestler, I'm going to be the wedge of the Burnett brothers. Just call me the wedge doctor. And I was like, mate, I love confidence when it comes into that. And then, of course, one of my favourite pullers going around.
Last but not least, we have Jamie Lionheart Barrett. Now, when we talk about people that are committed to the sport, when we talk about people that are have the dream of pursuing the elite level, I don't think anyone I've ever met in the history of arm wrestling has a deeper, more rich commitment than Jamie Barrett. He just turned 16, and yet here he is on the Armfights Unleashed stage.
Mate, this guy is so good. Arguably the number one junior in Australia. He's that good. He's that intense that he can get into a pub with his pen license, mate. This junior puller is just unbelievable, and I have always been excited. I very first saw him at the Queensland State Titles at the end of 2020, and there's impressive. And then there's Jamie Barrett. I'm looking forward to this. He does not care about his age. He does not care if your last name is Burnett. He just cares about winning. The guy studies the sport like anyone I've ever seen, and he's going to show that today why he's just going to climb the ranks. You better write that name down, Jamie Barrett.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready for our first match of the Armfights Unleashed card. Buckle up. It is going to be an exciting one. Expect a grueling battle between Bo Russell, a.k.a. the Mud Crab, and Josh Burnett. It is coming up for you. Jake, let's do it. Let's announce them in. All yours, brother.
Let's get it in. First off, we're coming from the lovely town, the lovely state of Queensland. This man, I have dubbed him as Mustache Power. The guy is coming in looking thick and looking huge. Not only is he going to call himself the wedge, but he really wants to look dead set in this camera and say, I am making my mark on the arm wrestling world. Welcome to the table of Armfights Unleashed, Mud Crab Bo Russell. Look at him. He's stroking that mustache, looking good.
All righty, ladies and gents, and the second man to the table today. As we've said, he is the youngest man in the room today. Armfights Unleashed is set to be rocked by this man. His commitment is unparalleled in Australian arm wrestling. He wants to be an all-time great in the sport. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Josh Burnett.
They are looking good. The smile's there. The nervous energy is happening as we are now at the table. This is looking good. These are all right-hand matches. Don't let the screen fool you. All right-hand, 6-round super matches as they start filling them out. Get your bets in. Get it all going in where you want it to go. They need to switch on now. 6-round super matches.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
First one.
And it's into the deep hook where we thought it would be. Bo Russell is bogged down in that hook. The leg goes up the drive there. There is that rotation. The King's hook defense is set. Double King's hooking him. Watching the shoulders is the referee closely. And we got there. It's still live. And we got him. 1-0. Josh Burnett. Josh Burnett. Wow.
The double Kings move just straight off the bat, which isn't the most fun aspect of the arm wrestling world, but it has happened. Josh feeling confident in this one. Bo just needs to psych up, slap himself in the face. He needs to have a crack. That was a huge battle, as you can see, the rubbing of the forearms, but Bo feels he's got this one in round 2. It's going to be unbelievable.
All right, here we go. Let's see what adjustments are made by the athletes. Josh Burnett with the 1-0 round lead at the moment. This is, of course, a 6-round super match here. Bo Russell, you see the knuckles are high there. Oh, we got a slip, a very low slip. I would call that one a foul for sure. Definitely a foul there on Josh Burnett with a low slip. Let's go again.
I would have almost called a pin on that one.
It was very borderline.
He's feeling it. He shakes his head. He's looking at the camera. This is the way it's going to go. It is time to switch on. This is where moments are made. Arm fight unleashed. Tom bang!
Oh, they're chomping at the bit, these two. Bo Russell, he looked good up top. Josh Burnett wants to deepen that hook again, and there's the control. Josh Burnett in that defensive, but great posture from the Mud Crab. He's maintaining center very nicely. Starts to drive with that rotation of Josh Burnett is kicking in. Both guys now locked into that hook. We are deep in this battle. Here comes the rotation, and it's dropping down again, right on that borderline there. Josh Burnett in that strong defensive position. Watching for we got a running foul and a double. The match is live. We had a running foul on Josh Burnett, so no pin. Restart. Yep, but we had a pin with Josh whilst his elbow was off, so we're back to the restart on that one.
Exciting. You were promised a war. You are getting a war. Look at them both attacking each other. Both trying to find out where to get their lane in the King's move as he's getting a bit out of control here as their forearms just explode like a grenade in a Rambo movie. He's got the hands going. Bow! Jumping the gun a bit in this
there
one.
from Josh.
But I absolutely love the commitment. Tom's got a bang! And we are in now. The Mud Crab is just lying back in the beach in his banana lounge position. Holding on, does not want to fall 2-0 in this one. As Josh Burnett getting coached by his brothers. Hitting, leaning on that bicep, but Bo's holding. Bo has changed the tight. The King took his in. We need to get that shoulder up.
Running foul on Josh Burnett right now. Running foul. We're live again. Double running foul.
Bo get the pin. It is Josh just turning the fingers over. Bo giving everything. Veins popping out of each and every bit.
Second running foul on Josh there as the shoulder's a bit low, the elbow's off. What do we got there? We got so much going on there. Oh my goodness, referees.
You can't say my shoulder's bad when his shoulder's not like that. I wasn't talking about the shoulder.
The elbow foul was there on Josh Burnett off the back of the pad. How many elbow fouls were there yet?
And one.
So I think again it's a pin with a elbow foul position. So they go again with Josh now on 2 fouls. If he loses this round on fouls, he loses the round. All right, Mud Crab and Josh Burnett. We said this was going to be brutal. They are not letting us down. It is only 1-0. Josh Burnett over Mud Crab.
Someone passed me the safety goggles. I'm seeing tendons ready to explode all over the camera. Bo needs to just engage, as I've said before, every bristle of that mustache, engage that mustache power in order to get a pin as Tom gets those hands, those grenades, bang!
Into the hook they go. This is a slower initiation there. Both guys being patient, both guys looking to bleed. You can see Josh Burnett tightening the screws, getting the pin. There it is, 2-0, Josh Burnett.
Let's go this.
Wow, Jake Raw, we are only 2-0, ladies and gentlemen, and it is heating up already. Josh Burnett showing the endurance puller that he is as these guys have 1 minute between these rounds. The massages are coming in. Nick Burnett, the brother of Josh now, sorting out Josh. Bo's off. He's gone to get a drink. He needs some water. The Mud Crab out of his element right now. He needs some liquid.
He needs something. He's probably ducked off to the pub. Bo, he gets in a very good position. I don't think he understands. As you saw in that last round, Bo was in a winning position and just really got a bit impatient and ended up lying down and giving Josh the win. We need patience from the mud crab. Just get those claws clamped in. You're doing just about everything right. Hold on to that patience so we can order to get a couple of wins on your side of the board.
All right, here we go. Round number 3 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. It is 2-0, Josh Burnett. Currently the unbreakable Josh Burnett. He's up 2-0. That defensive posture that he maintains is proving a very difficult hurdle for the Mud Crab to get through. Mud Crab looked good. He had the high hand dominance, but once it sunk down into that hook, Josh Burnett in that defensive position became the dominant hand. Here we go now. Referees getting them set. Both guys looking to control center, not wanting to give away anything. A lot of lactic acid. The hands would be pumped, Jake.
They would. I can see their heart beat through their palms. That's how much it is pumped up. Both looking good in this one. Josh just having a bit more connection at the start here. Bo needs to get his body closer to his hand in order to get the good start. Josh looking a bit connected. Better body language in this one. As you see, head referee Tom Glacier. Bang!
And there's that defensive
hook.
hook.
Are in the hook. It is there.
That's a bit close.
That is unreal.
We got the running foul on Bo. We're live. We're live again. We're live again. Oh, great regrip there from Bo. He's come through the hook. He's climbing up through the hook. He's gaining height. Josh Burnett is second. We are on the running foul. Both of these guys, look at the regrips there from Bo as he gets tall. With the hand control from Josh, can it survive? Bo taking his time, climbing over the rotation of Josh. That pin is oh so close. The Mud Crab, there we go. We got a pin. Mud Crab's back, ladies and gentlemen. The Mud Crab 2-1. Wow.
He has called himself the wedge and the patience. I called it right, and the patience in round 3. Unbelievable effort, and Josh Burnett, little shake, rattle, and rolled in that one, but he's got the right people in his corner to make a match. But what we have now is an arm fight. We have it.
This is a fight. Right now, both these guys are deep in the trenches. Josh, he's won the first 2 rounds. He thought he had it, but a change of strategy from the Mud Crab has seen a renewed energy, and he's taking control. Right now, Mud Crab must be feeling good. He knows where the lane is that works. It's now up to Josh Burnett to close it out.
When Mud Crab comes back in, he's going to come in at 6'8". Don't worry about 5'8". The way he just got that pin on a quality arm wrestler, he's going to come in walking tall and looking strong. Very well done. What we need from Josh Burnett in round 4 is just to keep that elbow on the table. We all know how effective that King's hook is. He just needs to stay on the table. As you see, it went to 2-2. Yeah. Head referee Tom Glacier giving the pin to Bo right there. We are in a battle, and he's staying in the middle of the table. That's what's so exciting, is they're both hitting each other. They're both ripping tendons off each other. But this whole match has very rarely moved off center.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Get set now for round number 4. We got 2-1. Josh Unbreakable Burnett up against Bo, the Mud Crab Russell. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, round 4. Referee getting the chalk for these guys. Interesting stuff. They've been dug down in that hook war, outside of straps, classic arm wrestling. No one running from each other at all. Both guys saying, yep, I'm ready to fight. Let's go. Let's battle it out. Let's see who's got that power. The hands must be so pumped right now. They're starting to struggle. Bo's shaking his head there. You better believe it. You're in a fight, Bo.
Yeah,
who wants it?
You got more rounds to go. As the thumb knuckles are being shown. Ready, bang!
Oh, we got that dump slip again. Yeah, we got a foul called before the slip. And not holding on as well is part of that slip. Definite dump there from Josh.
But the strategy being different from Josh. He's got to sit there and feel that he's got the strap game on this one. But he's got the elbow foul. Bang!
Hook once again. There's the defensive running foul. Shoulder on Josh. Bo Russell in control. He's got the opportunity to climb through center. What can Josh do? Here comes the climb. We're live again. We're live again. Both on the running foul. We're back. We're live. Anyone can win this round. The defensive position of Josh Burnett is set. He's looking patient. He's not getting through Mud Crab. He's trying. He's looking for that. He's leaning. But there's the and we are off to the strap. Off to the strap. Yeah, we got 2 running fouls, accumulated fouls on Josh, 1 on Bo. Josh on thin ice now as they go into the strap.
Yeah, you don't want to be 2-2 in this one. It can really change mentally and physically with the battle that is going on. Mudcrab feels he has a lane. I mean, Josh Burnett is just that strong. Mid-match, he was having a conversation with head ref Tom McGleish. He was like, mate, make sure you get the shopping on the way home. But it's really interesting to see. Here we go. They're tying up the straps in this one. Down ref Ethan Tunstall just popping himself on camera. Give everyone a wave, young fella. You're doing a good job there. But we're getting there. Mudcrab he's got that confidence. It's just building in on this one. And Josh Burnett just wants to show everyone that the Burnetts are the real deal. But can we get even Stevens in round 4? 2 running fouls on Josh.
Here we go.
Bo in a good position. I like the connectivity from Josh Burnett for the young man. But the bicep has got veins running through it. Mudcrab with the clamps on. Needs to feel like he's at a beach on this one. Bang!
And there it is. We are away. The defensive hook straight away. Watch the posture of Josh. Running foul, shoulder on Josh. He's got to be careful. He's on that running foul. We got an elbow foul, and that's live again. We are live right now. The reclimb. Here comes the height from both. There's the turn. There's the top roll coming through. Trying to leave it over. Josh Burnett sitting dead still. There's another running foul on Josh. The elbow off the back. Elbow off the back. What do we got to call? We had elbows. We had pushes. Referee's call. All right, we got to restart on that one. It's still 2-1, ladies and gents.
That is what Armfights Unleashed is all about. It's all about no flash pins here. We won't worry about that. It is all about ripping each other's arms off. As you hear the chat there, having a chat there. He's
confirming with the referee what is the elbow foul, what constituted. Both these guys going very low in the defensive hook, so they are flirting with the rules. They are flirting with that horizontal humerus rule that incurs the running foul. The elbows are sliding off the back, another running foul. But, of course, this is double. If it's a double elbow foul, we're live. We go back live.
And we are
on right now, as you say. Here we go, ladies and gents.
Bang! Straight into the position.
Running foul on Josh.
I think both have a running foul in this one. Stuck in the middle. As they're both just making sure their elbows are sticking on the table. They are flirting with the rules on this one. This ain't Tinder. This is an arm wrestling match. Tom McGleish trying to get it. Now we're in the middle. The hand position changed from Bo. Can he stay on the table and rip through it? The defensive position from Josh, unbelievable. He's in a very calm state, getting on top of the hand.
There's the win.
Hold on.
We've got a running shoulder on Josh, so it's a restart.
Running shoulder restarts. He got called on a running foul early on, so it's a restart again. There we go. Josh earns himself the restart despite the running foul. What has Mudcrab got? Is there anything left?
He's got plenty left. This man knows what he's doing. He's got plenty left. Needs to get in there.
He's trying to work the high road. He's trying to get over the hand of Josh slowly but surely. When he gets stuck down the hook, you can see him pronating and trying to peel through the hand of Josh. But that defensive position of Josh's just won't break. His nickname's Unbreakable. We can see why.
Makes sense in this one. We are still on round 4. Mudcrab on the left of the screen. Josh Burnett on the right. Bang! There's a hit there. Bo in a better position to sink this one in. Can he be patient and sink everything into this one? Josh looking absolutely comfortable. He's got his feet up on the couch on this one. Bo with the drive, with the hit. He needs to turn into Rambo in this one. Shoot that Gatling gun at Josh Burnett and try and break this King's move. They are sitting there in the middle. Josh believes he's got the endurance to tie Bo out.
Mudcrab saying, do something to Josh. He says, come on, get out of here. Here we go. Josh Burnett talking with the referees. He's in such a defensive position he can sit there and talk. He'll sit there all day. He says, I'm unbreakable. As Bo Russell just gasses out. It is 3-1, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Burnett, 3-1. Oh,
There it goes.
the long form
That
of
is
Josh.
unbelievable. That is how he wants it, the way he just went about it. Now he's pumped, but now as you can see the forearm. Don't worry, you still got more rounds. You can. This is how movies are made, Mud Crab. If you want to have Brad Pitt playing in you dig deep and you come back and win this match in Silver Bullet. Plenty to go. It's a 6-round super match. You have not won, young fella. You need to go back to high school and start studying in year 10 maths, my friend. Because 3 + 1 is not 6. Let's go get it.
Yeah, you made mention there that Cinderella stories are from this moment here.
This is...
Bo Russell is not out of this fight yet.
No.
It's still getting stuck in center. Is there a top roll in him? Is there something outside of straps? He looked dominant at one point. Can he find that? Does Josh get it to straps and make it safe and get stuck down in that?
Well, that needs a resurgence, that's for sure. I mean, the way Josh just sits there and holds and controls in that defensive hook, very comfortable from there. But it's Bo, I believe the thing that is costing him is his impatience. Is that a worry of endurance? Is that a worry of being blown up? I'm not too sure. But it's just the impatience, wanting to get the pin because he knows if he pins him, he's got to do it all again and again in the Silver Bullet round. Can he do it? Absolutely. Absolutely, Mudcrab can do this. Not a problem at all. We just got to see if Mudcrab believes that he can do it.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 5. We have a 3-1 lead for Josh Unbreakable Burnett over the Mudcrab. They've elected. Are they electing for the straps? Is that what's going on here? No. Bo Russell says no way, young man. No free strap here. He's getting that claw pumping. He's getting it ready. He's not out of the battle yet, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Armfights Unleashed. Opening round of the arena battle. We got Bo Russell, Josh Burnett, with Josh Burnett leading 3-1, needing one more round for victory. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Uglacia getting them set now. Round number 5. Here we go.
Ready, go.
And there it is, off to the straps.
That's
Bo
where Josh
Russell,
wanted it.
unable to hold on to the hand there. Josh says, let's go. Let's get tied up, mate. That's where I live.
That's right. Just pull that chair out for Josh because he's about to sit in his King's Move defensive spot now. That's right. You're going to get nice and comfortable in this one. Now, we're into the straps here. This is where the patience game for me, where Mudcrab needs to clamp everything on.
Mudcrab's got some fans in the YouTube channel that are wanting the Mudcrab comeback on right now. Can he pull it off? Josh says, no way, not today.
Needs to pull this out. This is how, like I said, I would absolutely pick Brad Pitt to play Mudcrab in a movie. This is going to be over the top too. This Cinderella story is going to happen. Can you smell that, Ryan? It's called a comeback.
Oh, there's nothing better. Let's see how it unfolds. But Josh Burnett, he wants to end it here. He wants to move on to the final of this arena battle. He's got the opportunity to end the match right here. First to 4 wins this. Josh has the chance. Mudcrab says, not yet, not yet. Here we go, ladies and gents.
Now they're
I was wondering if they were going to go right on the drop. I was waiting for it. It could have been perfect, but here we go, ladies and gents. Bang! There's the Mudcrab. He's in that all too familiar position. He's going on the offense early. He's in the offensive. He's in the offensive. He's all good there. Offensive side is all good for the shoulder, but unbreakable Josh Burnett sits there and just says, no way. His shoulder's good. His elbows are good. His hand control's getting on top. The wrist now broken back of the Mudcrab. Does he have a Jerry Cataract press in him? Can he make him stand up? Can he make him stand up? Maybe he can. Running foul on Josh. Great commitment. And there we go. That must be a pin. That must be close. There we go. What do we call? We got a pin. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mudcrab is back with the pin of the flop press. It is not over. Wow.
Yes!
Oh, my goodness, Jake White. It is 3-2.
Ready, bang!
This is what we're talking about. The flop press. What do we got? The referees.
There might be a problem with an elbow foul over here before that.
An elbow. What's the call? The referees are confirming with each other. What do we got?
The referees having a chat with each other. It doesn't matter. They've got us pumped up. So we either might have a restart or we actually have a 3-2 match in this one. Referee's call coming in.
No, we don't have the ability to replay for you, unfortunately. Eventually, but
Okay, look, because because the refs missed whatever you guys are calling, it's a win.
3-2!
It's 3-2!
3-2!
The Mud Crab is on the board. Give us a yell at that camera, Mud Crab.
Get
You
it.
two watch. There it is.
Mustache power has gone bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. It is 3-2 right now. Josh Burnett leading. He needs only one more. The Mud Crab still needs two more for victory. This is Armfights Unleashed at its best. Both these guys digging extraordinarily deep. Who will take it? We're about to find out. Round number 6. Here we go.
It's going to be unreal as they both finding out. Now, my X factor here on this one is the young mind of Josh Burnett. He's doing a lot of talking. He's doing a lot of negotiating with his corner and talking with the refs, trying to figure out what's going on. Now, when you're young at that age, that can play on you psychologically. The guy's got the talent, but now will his age kick in? Will his age kick in? And now he's got his older brothers just trying to calm him down a bit. While Bo just massaging himself at the moment, if you don't mind. Well, there's about 45 people in the Burnett corner just getting it all going. That's
This is classic battle. This is what arm wrestling's about. This is where you find out how much you're willing to suffer. The man who's willing to suffer the most is going to win this match right here. Both these guys are exhausted. Both these guys are at their wits' end. We're about to find out who wants it more. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 6. Currently 3-2. Josh Burnett over Bo Russell. Here we go.
Now we're all onto it. This is the way it's going to go. We absolutely love it. This is what Armfights Unleashed 2.0 is all about. Two of the best here in Australia, in the state of Queensland. You are looking at this arena battle. This is what it's all about. This is why we love the sport of arm wrestling. Cyber Glacier gives the final bang.
Oh, that's a pin.
We've got a pin.
That's a pin.
No.
Bo Russell equals a 3-3. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness. We are going to the silver bullet.
Yes! Ready, bang!
What a way to kick off our Fights Unleashed with a silver bullet match. Mud Crab, Josh Burnett, they are absolutely bringing the heat here. Here we go. Oh, my goodness.
3-3. He just got the jump on him, and that's what we wanted to see. He may as well just call himself the silver bullet. The way he just shot through and was able to hold on. He knew that Josh Burnett was going to go for the slip, and he just held on to that thumb and just did enough to get the pins. And the first time in a while, you know what I've seen?
Here we go.
Silver bullet
action. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. So much pressure on this. The winner of this round advances through to the final of the arena battle for the money. Bo Russell on the comeback. Josh Burnett trying to get the job done, finishing this match. Referee making sure everything is perfect in this one. Shoulders must be square. Webbing must be even. Will we go to straps or will we bury down into this deep hook? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Armfights Unleashed. We are in the hook. We got the running foul. We got a running foul on Bo. Bo on the running foul. Josh digging in, staying in great form. We got running foul on Bo Russell still. Josh Burnett, second running foul on Bo. Second running foul. Josh Burnett in the center table. He's looking good. He's looking good. Bo climbing through, getting over that offensive side. Here it comes. We are in a war. Bo Russell climbing. Josh Burnett containing. Who is going
Josh
to
Burnett here.
running foul? Oh, what do we got? We off to the strap coming up. What do we got? Strap it up.
Bones are breaking. Tendons are smashing.
All right, we got 2 carryover fouls on Bo Russell, 1 on Josh Burnett. Bo Russell on thin ice right here. They're going to get strapped up. The winner of this goes through the final. This is brutal.
This is unbelievable. That's what it is. And I just don't want the silver bullet to be lost on fouls. Let's
end it with a pin, gents. No one foul out here. End it with a pin.
Someone get the super glue and keep their elbows on the table. I'm not calling a silver bullet round and someone winning via fouls. This ain't a chicken coop. We want this match to go bang. What we need is the concentration. Like I said earlier, a lot of talking from Josh in that last round trying to point it out the flaws. That's that young in him But that's all right. Mud Crab ready to go. This is unbelievable.
All right, here we go. We are strapped. Interestingly, we saw a change of tactic from Josh Burnett. He didn't drop down into the hook this last start. He stayed center. He actually controlled center. The roles were reversed. We saw the Mud Crab in the defensive position. What are we going to see? We're in the straps, all tied up, ready to go. Silver Bullet, Armfights Unleashed. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bo Russell, Josh Burnett. Who is going to take it? There it is, the all-familiar position. The foot comes up from Bo. The pronation, the elbows must stay on the pad. Bo Russell has to be patient. He has to not elbow fell. That rock-solid, unbreakable position of Josh Burnett is set. Bo Russell climbing through center, testing for the pin. Not able to get through there yet. The hand control of Josh holding on and keeping him dry. Here comes the flop press. Here comes the flop press. He's gone all in. He's committed. Elbow fouls. It's live. We're live. Who's going to take it? The drive, the flop press. Can't finish. I'm losing my voice. Take over, Jake.
Elbows come out. It is a flop press. It looks like Mud Crab's just pushing everything. He's going to rip through the strap. He's going again. We got the bottom ref. Let the refs do their job. Just worry about holding on in that position. Do we have a straight arm there?
This is Michael Todd and Jerry Cataract. This is unreal. Bo Russell. There we go. Oh, here we go. We are millimeters away from the pin. But the hand, who wants it? The commitment. Keep those elbows on the pad. Let's see this finish with a pin. Who is going to take it? Bo Russell. The climb. This is Michael Todd, Jerry Cataract right here. They are climbing. They are climbing. Here we go. We have turned it down. It's gone to a top roll. It is back.
Stay on the table there for this one as the Bro Nation is powerful, hitting through those fingers. Josh just sitting there very comfortable. They're going to come out of the strap.
They're going to come out of
Michael Todd and the
there we go.
What? No, was it?
Oh, no. Bo's called it. He thinks he's injured. He thinks he's done. I think he's...
What do we got? What is the call? What is the situation?
We've got an elbow foul on the last one.
There was two elbow fouls. That last one came out of this.
It was, if it was 2-2, it looked like it was live, and I'd say that's Josh Burnett win if it's live. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, the silver bullet, Josh Burnett. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness.
And that was only the first.
Oh,
that
my
was
goodness.
The first
Jake.
match. I'm sweating. I'm exhausted. For the first time ever, I saw the Burnett corner worried.
Yeah.
We very rarely ever see those guys be worried or nervous, but geez, I'll tell you what, Bo just strung his tendons like an electric guitar. They are gone. They are cooked, and the man is just unbelievable. Super effort, and for him to be 3-1 down, he's pretty happy.
But Bo Russell,
sit with us, mate.
Take a seat in that chair, mate. Put those headphones on, brother.
The score.
Put those headphones on.
The score might not have gone your way, my friend, but I'll tell you what, you have put in a superb effort. We'll just get him ready.
We'll get Bo Russell here as he just gets all mic'd up. We'll be with Bo in a moment. But that was literally one of the most epic super matches I've ever seen. Bo Russell, mate, how are you feeling? Mate.
There's no other words, man. Like, I was hands down the hardest match I've ever had. Probably the hardest match I'm going to have in a long time.
It looked Jerry Cataract, Michael Todd there in the finish. Tell me what it felt like when your wrist is broken back, you've gone all in on the flop press, and you're 2 centimeters away from victory. What did it feel like?
So the only thing that was going through my mind was I didn't have enough finger grip in the flop. I kind of slid down a bit too far, and it didn't give me enough clamping power to bring him down.
Yeah.
Like, my plan was worst case go for a flop because I've tested it before. Man, I'm stuffed.
He's knackered. He'll get his breath back, and it's unbelievable. Bo, you came in. Let everyone know you went in there. You were down 2-0 early. Very early in this one. And when we were watching, it looked like Josh was going to whitewash you. You end up getting round 3. What happened when you were 3-1 down? What were you thinking? And how did you find it? Where was your bag of tricks to find that energy and get to the silver bullet round and almost take it?
So basically, like, I've done a lot of training with Lockie, and he has a, like, straight down side, like, I'm sure if you've arm wrestled him, you felt it. So I was just trying to think of the fastest way to the pad, trying to avoid his cup, trying to avoid his hand. And so I just went straight down, tried to go straight down. Luckily, I got the early pin, which gave me a little bit extra time to get a bit more juice back in my arm. So I didn't burn out, but towards the end, you only have so much in the tank.
That forearm is swollen. Get the camera on him.
Yeah, give us a flex. Give us a flex.
Look at
Oh,
that.
he can barely close his hand.
Yeah.
That is bulked
But, mate,
up.
well done. You represented Armfights Unleashed as good as it can be done there, brother. Congratulations on that outstanding performance.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry to tell you, but you do have one more match. You do
I
have
know,
one more
against this pretty genuine bad dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Ladies and gentlemen, Bo Russell, the Mudcrab, will be back later on as he moves on. We'll make some noise. There it is. Bo Russell as he heads on out. We got the next match coming up. We are only moments away, ladies and gentlemen.
From
Oh,
the next match.
we got Nick Burnett, the brother of Josh Burnett. Nitro Nick Burnett. He's going to be taking on Lionheart Jamie Barrett.
Oh, I'll tell you what, he says, your lovely wife got the oven going because my mouth is watering for this one. Two of the best to go at it, the Nightmare, the Nitro. Nick Burnett just wanting to go about it, wanting to attack, wanting to hit everywhere he goes. And as we see, Jamie Burnett is just...
I'm sorting cameras out.
sort it all out. So we've got it's all happening. It's all happening. We are just pumped for this one. Arguably one of the number one juniors in Australia, the Lionheart, is just sitting there and he wants to just do that one better than what Mudcrab did and just get an action happening in the loss column for the Burnett brothers. Now, I'm very interested to see where my X Factor comes in. How much energy was spent on Nick Burnett watching his brother Josh? They were worried. I saw him in the corner. It was a different look on them. And now the Lionheart is ready. The Lionheart is pumped, and he's going to show everyone that he is the real deal.
Let's talk a little bit about these two guys. Both of these guys, lightweights. Nick Burnett weighing in at 70.4 kilos. Jamie weighing in at 71.5. So they're right there neck and neck with each other. The difference is Nick Burnett, 19 years old. Jamie Barrett, 16 years old. Just a few more years of that strength coming about in Nick. Very experienced arm wrestler. Very famously, Nick Burnett defeated the national champion, 70-kilo champion, in his first ever nationals.
That was
Tim
unbelievable.
Gatsby.
I was right there when that happened, and that's when I just went, this Nick Burnett is the real deal. You get a pin on Tim Gatsby in practice, you were doing well. This guy did it on a national level on the big stage during that Australian National Championship. So I'm very interested to see. Look for a low hand top roll from Nick Burnett. Look for him to sit on top of the hand. But what is in the bag of tricks of Jamie Burnett? What is he got?
What isn't in the bag of tricks of Jamie Barrett? He is one of the most well-rounded arm wrestlers I have ever met. At 16 years old, this guy's ferocious level of commitment to becoming an elite it's second to none. And subsequently, he's developed the game. He models himself on the great John Brezeng. He looks at John and says, I want to be John. I want to be John. Not only does he want to be John, but he is able to emulate so much. He's got everything from a flop press to a king's move and everything in between with viciousness. Jamie Barrett has weapons everywhere. He has a shot today. Nick Burnett goes in as the favorite, but watch out for Jamie Lionheart. I'll tell you what.
I mean, the Lionheart. I've seen Dynamo live. I've seen Penn and Taylor live, and I reckon Jamie Barrett's got more magic tricks up his short sleeve than those two famous magicians coming together. I tell you what, this is going to be an absolute ripper of a match. You got to be excited if you're watching. This is just going to be. You thought the Silver Bullet match was unreal. Wait till these two hit the table.
All right, so we're just going to wait now for the referee to call these guys to the table, and we will be set. All right.
Let's go, boys.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. To the table, we got Jamie Barrett and Nick Burnett. Jamie Barrett there on the left of screen. Nick Burnett on the right of screen. He'll be looking to continue the Burnett dynasty. He wants it established. You can see the calm, cool, collected nature of him. Both these guys, explosive. Do not look away. Oh, Jamie Barrett. He's got the mind games out. He says, look at that. Did you see that? Did you feel that? He's taking control outside. But Nick Burnett, ice cold. Look at him.
Ice cold.
Ice cold.
I have tried time and time again to change the face of Nick Burnett, but he is just ice in his veins. He does not let any outside influence bother him at all. Stone cold killer in this one. Now we are ready. Round one of your second match in the arena battle. Armfights Unleashed. Get those
we got
knuckles
Knuckles
sorted.
high there. Nick Burnett covering high.
And he's got the
Here we go.
Rolex going to
You
weigh
can
him
see
down.
the tension built up there. Jamie Barrett looks like his steel trap ready to explode. Nick Burnett calm and collected. Here we go.
Ready, bang!
And there it is. We are off to the straps.
Just held
Nice.
that thumb well.
The hand control there of Nick Burnett looked solid, but as the pronation kicked in from Jamie Barrett, with the slip came, and we are off to the straps. We're gonna find out a lot here in this first ready go. In the straps, both these guys have a mean top roll. We know Nitro, he has a killer top roll. What's Jamie gonna come at him with? Is he coming at him inside, outside, sideways, defensive, offensive? What's it gonna be?
Look for Jamie to come straight inside. That's what he's going to do. He's going to think he's a hide-and-seek champion and go straight inside on this one. He just wants to test out to see where he is against one of the best to do it in Nick Burnett. So Jamie will set round one to test out where his strength is. It's going to be unbelievable. Both ready to go. Make sure you get your hand up high, Jamie. Make sure you attack there. And once again, that stone cold killer and Nick Burnett just does not budge one step or another. Now the shoulders are getting square.
Jamie Barrett, you can see that tall shoulder position. He's committing into this one. Nick Burnett, he's calm and collected. There's the start. And Jamie Barrett. Wow. Wow. Jamie Barrett, the 16-year-old, has come out of the gates. Jake Ward, did you see that?
I didn't. I blinked. That was the
Oh,
problem.
my goodness.
And the cannon has come out and just gone bang. He's done it all. Get out. You're next. Jamie Barrett has just shocked the world, and he's got that first one ready to go. Got him. I told you he would go deep inside a hook. I told you he had more magic tricks than Dynamo Penatella put together. But boy, oh boy, I have never seen Nick Burnett's arm go down like that. But the one thing I do like is Nick will come back in round two and make something of it.
And here we go, round two. Nick Burnett wasting no time. He can see the nostrils flaring now on Nick. He's felt that round one. He said, all right, young man, okay, let's see if he can do it twice in a row. Expect fire from Nick Burnett back here now. He is not going to let that happen twice. But Jamie Barrett, he is in form. He has brought some dangerous heat here today. Nick Burnett, Jamie Barrett, round two. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Nitro, Lionheart. Nick looking to get the advantage on this one. And that's what I like, the cool, calm, and composure from Nick Burnett. He knows where to go. He acknowledged that win. Bang! And he's held on.
There we go. We got
again.
the slip. Once again, we're off to the straps. But again, hand control from Nick Burnett. He's got the dominance. Up high, outside of straps, he's got the dominance. But Jamie Barrett says, no, you can't pin me. I got too much pronation and back pressure. And he gets out in a Devon Larratt-style slip. An illegal slip, as in L-E-A-G-A-L, legal.
That's right, legal. You all shut up in the comments. That's all. Don't worry about that. These are two young guns. And I tell you what, we might get a bit of stick here in Australia about arm wrestling. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you are getting the front seat look at what the future of Australia holds. And I tell you what, I will be very excited to sit back and enjoy the ride watching these two stalwarts grow up.
Jamie Barrett has a smile on his face. He's got to be careful here. He's up 1-0, but Nick Burnett is the reigning and defending 70-kilo man to beat in this country. He is a killer. There's no way Nick Burnett is letting anything go here. Jamie Barrett with a smile on his face. Does he know something? We'll find out in a moment. It's about to be unleashed. Round two, ladies and gentlemen. Similar strategy. You can see that top shoulder position high from Jamie Barrett. He says, I can commit hard. Can you come with me? There's the commitment, but there's the stop this time. There's the stop. Look at Nick Burnett now. Yeah. He's in control. We got a running foul called. What do we got? 1-1. There we go. Nick Burnett retaliates and gets that done. Look at this. The tension's there. The tension is there. Jake Ward has won all.
Mate, I told you that low hand top roll from Nick Burnett. When Jamie got the pin on round one, I loved the way Nick went about it. He acknowledged it. He moved on and just showed some dominance in round two. So once again, Armfights is providing an arm fight. We are stuck in the middle again. It is unbelievable stuff. Now, it is the recomposure. It is the mind games that come on now. did we exert too much energy in Jamie Barrett's first win? And now Nick is getting composed, ready to hit his strides in round number 3.
All right, here we go. You can see round number 3. It is one apiece now. Jamie Barrett on the left. The calm, cool composure of Nick Burnett. You can see that. Look at that low grip. Jamie's really changing up. We said he'd change his style. It appears as though he's doing that. Is he going to go for a pin out of straps? Or is he going to slip for straps? What has Jamie Barrett got up his sleeve? We know what Nick's going to pull out. It's an explosive nitro low hand top roll. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Outside of straps. Jamie Barrett, ladies and gentlemen, Jamie Barrett is fired. Wow!
Inside attack.
Oh, this is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. Jamie Barrett is pulling out left, right, and center. He's got weapons everywhere.
The arena. This Swiss Army knife is just taking everything at it. We are in a war, as you saw in that one. When Jamie Barrett is winning, he's winning quick, and he's turning that in. He's getting the turn in there. The pronation, he's turning everything in there and just being able to press down on Nick Burnett's bicep. Nick Burnett wants that low hand top roll, and he's just not getting to it. So if that goes back into the straps again, I think we've got advantage. Jamie Barrett going on.
All right, here we are. We are back. Both guys keen. They've taken their time. There's no mucking around. Outside of straps once again, 2-1. Jamie Barrett. It is the first to 4, of course, wins this. Or it's a silver bullet if it's 3-3. You can see now the low hand top roll from Nick Burnett. He's protecting. He doesn't want to get flash pressed again. That protection there, that insurance policy, that low hand, you can see from Nick Burnett. He wants it to go to straps. He says, let's go there, or I'm just going to hold on out. There's the flop press. Oh, what do we got? Elbow foul before the slip. Elbow foul on Jamie Barrett. What? All right, restart there. The elbow foul happening before the slip as Jamie comes off the back of the pad. Nick Burnett there makes a good adjustment. It shows you how intuitive he is. He says he feels that he has the dominance in the top roll scenario. He's not sure Jamie Barrett can slip. He says, Jamie, are you brave enough to actually take on my top roll? Or what are you doing?
But once again, the hand position from Jamie has moved from Nick Burnett's
something
dominance
different again
in that low hand top roll. Just
the posture, the body posture different again. We're about to see another weapon of Jamie's. What's it going to be? I don't know. It's exciting. That's what it is.
Look for Jamie to hit the straps in this one. There's the hit.
There's the pin.
And we've got it.
2. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all tied up 2-2 in this arm fight. This is not letting us down. Whoa, Jamie Barrett, Nick Burnett, Jamie Barrett firing up, getting the job done. Then Nick Burnett returning with ice cold, calculated, controlled arm wrestling. He's hitting the count as well. Who's going to take this, Jake?
I've got no idea in this one. I've seen plenty of Wimbledon finals going back and forth, but this one is absolutely better than any tennis match you'll ever see. They've gone back and forth. It is 2-2.
2-2 right now. 2-2.
Don't worry about that. You guys worry about pulling. We got the score going on over here. They've gone back and forth like a good heavyweight slugfest. That is the way I'm going to do it. Once again, he's basically hand control versus press in this one. Does Jamie want to go to the straps? Does he want to go inside? But look at the setup there from Nick Burnett.
Yeah, you can see now there, Nick Burnett with the very aggressively dumped hand and wrist. He says low hand top roll. What's Jamie going to bring out to respond to that? There's the pronated, the thumb is being held. The elbows are still good. Can Jamie get the slip? Nick says no way, but there's the slip. They're off to the straps. And very appropriately, the comments in the YouTube section says warriors.
Yeah, absolutely.
These two genuinely warriors, both the absolute killers amongst juniors. We've got Jamie Barrett, the number 1 junior arm wrestler in Australia, taking on 19-year-old Nick Burnett, who's pretty much the number 1 ranked 70-kilo arm wrestler in Australia. But Jamie Barrett trying to upset that today. He has the chance. It's 2-2. Oh.
We are on. We are on. This is what arm fights is all about. Absolutely pumped. Jamie Barrett is going to dump in the middle there and try and get that press. Nick Burnett, if he gets the pin in the straps in this one, boy, oh boy, will he feel confident coming into round 6. We have got an absolute barn burner in this one. You thought you couldn't top the first match, and here we are, 2-2. Jamie Barrett and Nick Burnett. Here we go. This is what it's all about. Who will make their arm?
Look at the look in the eye of Jamie Barrett. You can see him stare directly at Nick then. He feels confident. He feels he can get what he needs. But Nick Burnett, watch him for that denial, that low hand top roll. Watch him say no way to the hand control of Jamie Barrett. Looking for center. There's the start, the stop.
There.
We've got a war. We've got a war. There goes the wrist. The flop presses now. Hand on the peg. Hand on the peg. Foul. No win. Hand was off the peg. Didn't return it on. The hand must be on the peg. One foul on Nick.
Almost a professional foul.
That is very borderline. Very borderline professional foul there. Be careful there. A deliberate hand off the peg on the side of the table will incur that professional foul. If it is a definite advantage in the torque of the body, you can twist a lot harder when you have that on there. So Jamie Barrett now afforded the chance to reset. He got the shoulder in, but the defensive stop was there from Nick. And then he committed to the flop press.
Oh, it was hammer time the way Nick stopped that one. Unbelievable stuff. Here we go. Now just seeing, can they do it again? Can Jamie get into that position and finish the job to get the 3-2 advantage? But Nick,
have a look at the setups going on here. This is chess right here on an arm wrestling table. So much variation going on in the setups here. Nick Burnett wants the top roll. Jamie Barrett says, let's get it bone on bone.
Bishop to rook C5. Get it going.
Here we go.
Unbelievable. They just want to protect and stay in their lanes because both of their lane is clearly dominant than the other opponents there. Now we're real close in this one.
Here we go. Tommy Glacier getting them set.
Ready. Bang!
And there's the start. Elbow foul, running foul on Jamie. Running foul on Jamie. He's trying, and there's the pin. 3-2, Nick Burnett taking control of that round. Very close battle there. Jamie got the great start, but the defense of Nick, that defense is so solid. Once his pronation gets away, it's a hard day at the office.
But don't get Jamie out. I still think Jamie can get inside, dump on that, and get the pin. I've got no problems with that whatsoever. Don't let a couple of stops get into your mind. But I tell you what, Nick Burnett, nitro, explosive, impressive, causing nightmares on the table. There's nothing worse when you think you have an advantage over a top opponent and then you get stopped. And it's just the body language now from Nitro. He's hit the table hard. He wants this. But now Jamie Barrett goes through his directory of moves and just works out where he needs to go next. Superb stuff here in our second match of our arena battle. These lightweight Jets.
Absolute 70-kilo killers. And very interestingly, we've got Josh Barker in the chat saying, bring it on, I want the winner. There is the control from Nick Burnett. Elbow foul. Yeah, interesting calls here. What's going? We got the slip happens. Yeah. Neutral stuff there. We have an elbow foul from Jamie, but definite pushing from Nick there. Neutral, just strap him up, let him fight it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that was different. That was different for sure.
Of course, interesting. You can see Jamie Barrett there went off the back of the pad, but he made the claim he's being pushed off the back. It is a fine line. A flop press versus a push is debatable, but the referee's call, he's called it neutral, and we're off to the straps with no fouls on either yet. Jamie Barrett, Nick Burnett. Here we go. Strapping them up.
Yeah. Unbelievable stuff. Here we are in round 6. If Nick Burnett gets the pin, he gets the chocolates in this one. But can the liner take us to our second silver bullet in 2 matches, which is something, of course, everyone watching at home will want to see. You are here in the Pound for Pound Arena studio. The energy is absolutely buzzing in here. Don't worry about pre-workout drinks. You just need to spend 5 minutes in this studio and you will be up and about. That is for sure. And I'll tell you what, once again, Jamie Barrett changing his strategy. He's moved around on this one as Tom Glacier is setting them all up. Yeah, head referee, very appreciative of referees doing this one. Hardest job in the business, especially when you've got superb athletes like this. Here
interesting stuff. You can see that a little bit uncomfortable was Nick Burnett just as the thumbs closed. He didn't like what he felt. Better this time. There's the pin. There's the pin. We got 2 silver bullets. Oh, my gosh. Jamie Barrett pulls the comeback. We got two silver bullets in the ring. Get it. We got silver bullets.
We need to put a disclaimer that we did not tell the arm wrestlers to go to a silver bullet. This is genuine arm wrestling.
Oh, my goodness.
This is arm wrestling at its best. Just when you think one puller has all the answers, the other one changes the question.
And yeah, he did that on the hard side. He had the buckle side. He committed forward. He got over the pronation of Nitro Nick Burnett. He committed the shoulder. He put connective tissue on the line. He got the job done. We're going to silver bullet again, Jay.
Twice! 2 silver bullets in a row. Load the cutter. This is unbelievable. Jamie Barrett, Nick Burnett. They're about to hit the table for round 7. I'll tell you what, this is
the man who wins this round goes on to the final to face Josh Unbreakable Burnett in the final.
Our next 2 matches are just going to be absolute slop spaghetti fest
Here
because
we go,
everyone's knackered, everyone's exhausted. Silver bullet in match number 2. Fights Unleashed.
Oh, this is absolute dynamite arm wrestling from these 2 spectacular athletes. Here we go. Tom Uglai's just getting them set. What is going to happen? Silver bullet round. Armfights Unleashed. Jamie Barrett, Nick Burnett. Here we go. There's the press into the hook, and it's Nick Burnett with the win. Nick Burnett, Nitro getting the win. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Wow, we have got a spectacular match. Oh, my goodness.
Just saw that. I saw the hand set up from Nick, and I thought he's in a very good position there with the hand set up. That is unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Jamie Barrett, take a seat, man.
Take a seat. Let's have a bit of a chat first.
Jamie Barrett, oh, my goodness. What a match that was.
Hang on, yeah.
We'll let him get mic'd up, ladies and gents, and we'll get Jamie Barrett here to have a chat. But
Here
oh my
we go.
goodness, Jamie
Barrett
Barrett joins us. Jamie, tell us about what you just experienced, brother.
Wow. I did not expect I was going to be able to cup his arm over. My game plan was to get as far around his hand as possible and bend his arm in because I feel like he's got more pronation in his hand than his arm. So I made a gap in my thumb. I just turned it in. I made a mistake in the last round. I thought I could surge really quickly and get him out of strap. I should have just went straight to strap again.
Yeah, that's all right, man. The way you attacked that one was unbelievable. How do you go? What?
Remember, we have to pick a match of the night. I thought after the first one it was going to be easy to know which one. Now, what the hell's going
all
on?
These guys are going to pull again. What goes? I love knowing what goes through superstars like yourself, mine. When you get in there and are able to pin someone like Nick Burnett so easily in those rounds, did you think it was all over? Did you think you had him? What were you thinking? Because the rounds that you were winning were done very quick.
The rounds he got on me, he surged first. I feel like whoever surged first won the round, in my opinion. I definitely was confusing him with the top roll grip and then reversing into a hook. I feel amazing. I thought he was honestly going to destroy me. I thought I could stop him or get one pin. And I'm extremely happy.
Mate, you were inches away from taking the match, not only just getting half a pin, a quarter of a pin, whatever.
three full ones, brother.
Mate, you were a bee stick away from taking that match. You took it to a silver bullet. That was unreal. And if that went to the straps, well, we'd be seeing you in the winners bracket. That was just unbelievable stuff. I'm so excited. I got to see that live.
Jamie, I wanted, for the viewers at home, I don't know if they comprehend quite how committed you are to this sport. You're 16 years old, and you only recently turned 16. And yet you are as strong as you are. You're as capable as you are. You have a huge future in the sport. Where are you going? Where are you aiming for in this sport?
I want to be world champion at Slotty, sir. Hopefully go and compete at WAF before I'm 21 so I can destroy all the other 17 and 16
honestly, I think a junior title is on the cards.
Oh, absolutely.
A junior title at WAF is on the cards.
I mean, just in that tone in his voice. And if you look at some of the Aussie arm wrestlers' early stuff, I have been banging on about this jet of a man for ages. And I'll do anything I can to help this young fella achieve his dream. Because if you saw there, and it wasn't, okay, the score line didn't go Jamie's way. But what just impressed me, and as a pure arm wrestling fan, you never pulled the same way twice.
Mm.
Everything was readjusting, moving here, changing it. Page 37 of me next moves, you went bang and things like that. And it was just super impressive. And the fact that a young fella like you wants to head this Lottie tour, that's unbelievable. And the Aussie arm wrestler and Ryan Bowen are on board anyway. We can help out. Who would you just love to crush? I mean, where you'll get revenge on Nick Burnett. There'll be a time where you'll just pin Nick Burnett and that won't be a problem. What would be next in line for Jamie Barrett?
In Australia?
In anywhere, my man.
I would like to have another chance with Peter from New South Wales and Josh Barker.
Josh
There
Barker.
you
And
go.
Josh Barker, interestingly, is in the chat right now. He was watching very closely as Josh Barker, probably the true number one rank 70-kilo arm wrestler in Australia, watching very closely. Now realizing that not only are the Burnett's a threat, but Jamie Barrett coming for Josh Barker 100% as well. Mate, well, you have got not only an outstanding performance done just then, but you've got one more match. You're actually up next. I hate to tell you got to go again, brother. You're taking on the Mud Crab. You saw the war that the Mud Crab got stuck into. How are you feeling going into this battle against Bo Russell?
Well, I know he had a very, very amazing match with Josh. That was probably the best match I've ever seen in person. I bet the lactic acid's affected him quite a bit. I think he can't get around my cup, but his little top roll King's move is looking really good.
His little top roll King's move. He's made that. That's a declaration of war, I think, there. Will the Mud Crab's had a bit of time off. He's had a bit of rest. He's had a drink. He's got to the water. The sweat is still on Jamie's brow.
Let's give Jamie a minute. Let's get Nick Burnett on here, the winner of that absolute war.
Beautiful.
So Jamie could just get his breath back as we were just talking to him. Lionheart, thank you very much. And the man that ended up taking the win in this one, we'll just let him get it.
Get all mic'd up.
Nitro, Nightmare, whatever you want to call yourself. It is well deserved. First of all, congratulations. Quality win. One thing I want to ask, and it's happened now twice in a row. The Burnetts never get worried. You guys are dominant. You guys, you come in, you pin people, you get paid, and that's it. And now both matches just went to a silver bullet. First question I want to ask is, you're a big supporter of all your brothers. Was there much energy expended worrying about Josh's match right before your match?
I guess it uses some energy, but at the end of the day, you only use so much, and I feel like using it as an excuse isn't a valid reason. Jamie was a lot more prepared than I thought he was going to be. And
as he rolls his eyes back, he's like, that son of a gun.
The first ready go, I did not expect him to just jump straight into it. I was expecting him to top roll. I was caught off guard, probably 3 or 4 rounds there.
Yeah.
And he just jumped straight on it. It was
Yeah. His level of commitment seemed to be braver than we expected. Your top roll is vicious, so to come forward at you so aggressively outside of straps is a ballsy move. But you adjusted well. We saw the hand and wrist from you drop to a bit lower. You tempted him to go for top rolls. You look like you had control of his hand and wrist, grabbing his thumb a few times outside of the strap. Did you want it to go to strap? Were you happy out of strap? Where did you feel more comfortable?
I felt more comfortable in strap, just so I can keep that connection, because I don't know, I just felt a lot better in there. Yeah.
Well, it was an unbelievable match, and then from there, what was going? And I always love. I think I've asked it for everyone that's come on. I love the mind games. I am big on just charging everyone psychologically and just trying to mess with them there. But like you said, what happened? He did it once. He come inside, took you off guard. He did it again. So then what happened for you to able to bounce back and change the tide? And then you ended up going 3-2 up. What was going through your mind when he just got you not once, not twice, even a third time?
Well, all that was going through my head is I just need to be faster. But I noticed after the match, thinking back on it, I didn't hit, which is literally what I do. But yeah, like I said, he caught me off guard, and all props to him.
Well, Nick, you've managed to get the win. You've had a hard-fought battle there, probably harder than you thought you were going to have to work.
Definitely.
Interestingly, you now face your brother, Josh, in the final for the cash. How are you feeling about going into that match for the money?
Well, going off his last match, I mean, he's pretty gassed, as we all know. Feel kind of bad for him because he's so gassed, but I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes.
I want to know if after ready go number one, if you can feel he's too gassed and today is just your day, are you willing to step into the fire of that hook and feel what he's got?
Yeah,
I love it. I love it.
Yes, that's what you want. You don't want to see someone get dead and buried and just kicking a flop fish out of water. You want to see some action, and that's what these guys definitely required. Super excited for this one, and we'll put a disclaimer in there that if Nick or Josh, whoever wins this one, they will not get in trouble by their lovely mother. That's not going to happen at all. It's just competition. These guys are competing all their life, and I am super excited to see Nick in the final of this one.
Nick, congratulations once again on your win there and entry into the final. Good luck against your brother, and I hope you do well, brother.
No worries.
All right.
Here we go.
All right, ladies and gents, we are set now for the next match. Once again, we have seen these two guys battle it out already. We're talking about Bo the Mud Crab Russell up against Jamie Lionheart Barrett. These guys both taking defeats in their opening round, but this is for the glory and just for the prestige. There's a lot of pride on the line here.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, match of the night round, you know, so they can still also get a ready bang payday. That's for sure. But, it's a shame that we have to use the word defeated because there's no way, there's no way no one lost that one. And you need just to adjust the camera, get them back on the table as we get ready for round one. But these two are winners in this one. I think the four of them have all won, so they don't have to worry about that. It's just genuine rock stars in this one as we are in to round one, third versus fourth. Jamie Barrett, Bo Russell. Now, Bo was feeling that arm, the mud crab, but he's had plenty of time to rest. Jamie just going in and having a 12-round super match. Here we go. Ready? Bang!
Oh,
He's going inside.
False start. But look at the steel trap that is Jamie Barrett.
It's like that. Don't put the cheese there. Fire up, Bo. This is what you want. Bring that mustache power. Jamie Barrett looking. He's just going to dump in there, and he's done it again.
Jamie Barrett's in form. Mud Crab is just, he's had too much work today, it looks like. I'm not sure he's going to be able to find a way. We might see some exhibition arm wrestling here. How much, I want to know how much rope can Jamie Barrett let up and still control this match?
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see in this one for round two. Yeah, you go back and watch that first match, Bo versus Josh, and those two just exhausted each other out. I mean, that's the risk you run for these arena battles because the first matches, people are just dying to get into the final for the cash. We'll see how we go there. Oh, bit of a false start. We'll get it back going. Mustache power. Lionheart. Cap those thumbs. Ready. Bang!
Oh, there's the top roll.
Top rolled.
He's done it inside. He's done it outside. Oh, he's showing the repertoire right now. Jamie Barrett putting on a masterclass, showing all the different ways you can pin someone. What's he going to do next, I wonder?
Yeah, he'll come in. Look, we went the inside press. Look for him for the go for a hook. Round three, just hit it all there. You got to understand, this isn't a poor performance from Mud Crab at all. It's just pure exhaustion. It is pure lactic acid just pouring out of it, blood flowing, and probably the advantage is going to Jamie because Jamie didn't have to calm down. Yes, he was in an arm fights battle, but both had time to cool down, settle it there, get some blood flowing, and it could actually backfire on him because Jamie's into his 8th round, 9th round, going straight into it. So all of that fire is burning, and just look for him to just, once again, just fiddle around in that bag of tricks, pull something out. Here we go. They just...
and they've elected to go directly to the straps here this time. Jamie Barrett allowing Mud Crab to get his Christmas wish there. He wants to get tied to Jamie Barrett. Tie me up to Lionheart, he says. Let's see what happens here in the strap. Jamie Barrett all smiles. He's feeling good on the table. He's coming off that close, almost victory against Nick Burnett. Mud Crab, though, put everything, heart and soul, against Josh Burnett.
Everything.
He literally looked like Jerry Catteretti against Michael Todd at the end. I've never seen anyone commit harder. But here he is in this ultimate loser battle. Ultimate loser. Who's it going to be? Jamie Barrett.
Bang!
One elbow foul. Jamie Barrett, the high hook, but the defensive posture's strong,
There
but
it is.
not enough. 3-0. Jamie Barrett, Bo the Mud Crab. High quality stuff. Both excellent athletes.
But
Good camaraderie as well.
We've seen this before. Mud Crab had his back to the wall, and that's where he pulls his best. He really wants Brad Pitt to play him in a movie. So don't count him out on this one. I am more than confident that every bristle of that mustache is going to engage. He's going to have power as I have a chat. Look for him to go into a hook war this next one. I reckon they might even start in a hook as they're there. Wow, they're there having a chat.
They're already saying, let's go to the hook.
If you guys are going to have a chat, you do it on camera so we can know. Starting to become staged and scripted in this one.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 4, Jamie Barrett needing only one more round to secure the victory and third place in the arena battle today. They are getting strapped up once again. Ethan Tunstall, down ref. Someone will see feature in the Armfights Unleashed series soon. Mark my words. Tom Uglacia, the head ref as well. Watch him. He'll be back in the super heavyweight division. And upsetting a lot of people.
Oh,
I'm sure.
mate, he is looking staunch at the moment. That's why I would never argue with that referee. He would just get that strap and wrap it around my neck. But, mate, we still got the winners bracket final, and we've still got our main event, the money match. This is just unbelievable. Now, let's see where they go.
All right,
They're
here we
just having
go.
a bit of a play.
3-0, Jamie Barrett needs one more for the victory in the straps. There it goes, sinking down into the Mud Crab's territory of the hook. Jamie Barrett with the smile. Mud Crab cheekily looking up at him there, says, you got enough, young man? Can you actually finish me? Here comes the defensive posture. There it is.
Bang.
Jamie Barrett takes the win over the Mud Crab. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jamie Barrett. Mud Crab, gracious in defeat. Great battle from both men. Good stuff.
Both genuine rock stars, and that was just two people genuinely exhausted, two people that had ripped everything off their arms. They all left it in the table for the first one, so it was just a matter of who would get the advantage at the start for that one. For me, it was still fun, still exciting, but that's what happens with arena battles. You got to understand, everyone wants to be in that winners bracket, and that's where we are now, our winners bracket.
We are
final.
going into the money match. $300 goes to the winner of this next round, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you're ready. Nick Burnett comes in today as the favourite. He's got through Jamie Barrett, not without taking bullets, though. He got pressed to the pad 3 times. Straight through his defensive power, bang, to the pad. Has that taken enough out of him for Josh Burnett to get that unbreakable King's Hook set? Because one thing's for sure, right now, this is Nick Burnett's game to win.
Correct.
Okay? He's more fresh. He's dangerous. But Josh Burnett, literally, once he gets stuck in that hook, it doesn't break. How does he get around? If Nick gets trapped in that hook, can Josh win? I think the answer is yes, if he gets there. I can't wait. I'm going to hand the cash over to the referee. That's going to be on the table.
We'll go straight into the final.
Yeah, first to four.
Yeah. We'll catch us afterwards.
All righty, and the referee's got the money in his hands, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready. As you can see him counting out $300. I was about to say US dollars. They're not US. They're Australian dollars. 6. Very good.
Let's get them in. Let's get our winners bracket, our finalists. First up on the table is your Nightmare, your Nitro, the man that just came in and bounced back, was able to defeat Jamie Barrett in the first round in a silver bullet, and he is taking on his brother that is just fixing his arm at the moment. Pure exhaustion, as you saw, and it was the younger one in this one. He's just knackered.
It's always interesting, the rivalry between brothers. It's always interesting. I feel like they know the pecking order. It's been established for a while. Josh with an opportunity here is the younger of the brothers. 18 years old is Josh Burnett.
And they're too young for that pecking order to change. I am the youngest of 3, and there was no chance my older brothers would let me beat them. So this is a chance to climb that ladder. If Josh Burnett wins this one, he officially becomes the middle brother. He will jump up to 19 and a half years old, and he'll be older than Nick in this one. He's got the size from it. Nick with that stone cold killer. Good look there. There's the hit.
There's the start. And catch the defense. Nick Burnett goes into the hook with his brother. He says, let's do it. I'll go where you are strong.
We got a running foul on Nick Burnett.
In the defensive posture. They're almost a pin there. Josh dropping and dragging and rotating. And you can see the effort on Nick Burnett. It's real. He is not necessarily able to get out of here. Josh Burnett in his lane. Nick Burnett right deep in the fire. Running foul on Nick Burnett. He has to pin to get the restart. Josh Burnett, you can see the gassing there. It comes. There is the pin. Josh Burnett. He came close. But Nick Burnett, just too much energy. Too much
of this one. I'll tell you what, the exhaustion. Poor Josh Burnett, the beat-up younger brother of the Burnett ones in this one. He is just, but he's still throwing everything at it. He hasn't come in and gone, I'm a bit sore, I'm a bit tired. He's like, no, I want to pin my brother. I want to smash Nitro, and he's just giving every which way to have a crack at this one. Couldn't get it done in round one. Let's just see where that exhaustion is coming in, where that blood is flowing. We'll see how we go in round two. They're going straight to the strap.
All right, straight to the straps. These guys. This will help Josh Burnett. Josh is someone that likes to be tied to his opponent. It helps him establish that king's hook, helps him protect his hand. He doesn't lose as much rotation. And let's be honest, Nitro is a rotation master. The torque that he puts in that pronation is huge. Can Josh Burnett get the stop? We're getting to find out in a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
There they are, all strapped up. Round two, the only way to do it. This is what arm wrestling is all about. We're super pumped, and now we are into it. Round two, Nick Burnett on your left, Josh on your right. Now the hand position is just going to be a low hand top roll. There's the hit. Bang! As Josh's elbow almost flies through the wall in the arena, and now they are sitting in the middle. As you can see, the fingers are about to burst. Who will get that pronation, that low top roll coming through from Nick Burnett? But Josh just holding on. He wants to look him deep in the eye and says, not only am I going to pin you, I'm going to take your bedroom when we get home as well. But Nick Burnett is just driving through that one. But somehow, Josh holding on. Somehow, Josh hitting, rising to the moment.
There's the win. You can see the pain in the face of Josh Burnett. He is digging deep. He is digging deep. He's giving all he's got, but the pain is real. You can see the exhaustion. The elbow has just been worked so hard today. He's ground out a victory against Mudcrab. He's now up against the wall against his older brother, Nick. He's down 2-0. Is there a way? Can he call on the name Unbreakable? It's his nickname is Unbreakable. That's what he needs to be right now.
He's coming into this one straight into the straps. They're just having a play around in the middle. Talk about arena battles. Armfights Unleashed 2.0. This is what it's all about. Even with pure exhaustion here in the winners final for the 300 clams, you've got a fantastic battle going on. Josh Burnett just looking to the heavens, to the arm wrestling gods, and says, give me strength, as he wants to come in. There better not be any side deals that they'll split the money in this one, because I'll split them both in half if that garbage is going on. The hit has happened. Bang, and Nick holding on in the action where he wants to be. The King's Hook is in full action.
Elbow foul called on Nick Burnett. There you can see that twisting defense of Josh Burnett. Every time Nick surges, Josh Burnett drops and drags and twists. But the top roll, here it comes. Look at the can opener on display. He's volunteered. He's wrestling. There's the pin. Oh, he's hurt. That one. That was painful, but he thought he'd show off to his brother. I thought he said, you watch this. I could pin you with a flop. And it might have put some bullets into him, but 3-0 Nick Burnett needing one more for the victory.
Just turned into a mountain climber. The way he just hooked in, climbed on top into that top roll. Fantastic effort. Nick Burnett just showing he's more than a one-trick pony. 3-0 up. Will this be the final round? Or will Josh be able to tell everyone that I came back? And we have our third silver bullet. I don't know if my heart can take a third silver bullet, especially coming from a 3-0 deficit. But let's see how we go. Get these legends back to the table. Nick's just given the tap on the shoulder and says, let me put you out of your misery, young fella. Let me put the sword to you. But the fight in Josh Burnett will not allow this at all. This is exciting stuff. Round 4. And then, of course, after this one.
Main event time. Main event. If you thought you've seen wars, get ready. Get ready. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Here we have round number 4. Nick against Josh Burnett. Both the Burnetts here making their way to the final. They were odds-on favourites today. They've got here. They're exhausted. Here it is for the money. Nick Burnett. Can he take a great start from Josh? He's got a deep hook. He's set very good. And there it is, the pin.
Whoa!
It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Josh Burnett's in. Nick's rubbing his shoulder.
Oh.
The inflammation is coming out. This is going to be dig deep time again.
Wow, we get the Voltaren out. Things are flaming everywhere. And now we are into it. I finally to make Nick Burnett smile during a match. That is something on a rare occasion. 3-1 in this one.
You know, this is an interesting time because I can understand the feeling that Nick Burnett had then. He was just kind of hoping he'd be able to get through that last round, finish it off without having to dig deep. He probably thought, my brother's tired. He's not going to have that much. But he got surprised. Josh Burnett, hugely tight hook, got in there, isolated the arm and bicep of Nick, closed the door. It's not over yet.
Oh, definitely not over. That was jinxing and talking about the main event when we've got our main event bracket in the Arena Battle Royal in this one. Bang! The connection is deep and you can see the veins just
Here comes
playing
Josh
off.
Burnett.
There you
Look
go.
at the center. The center control is Josh Burnett's. He's got center slightly over Nick Burnett. Nick Burnett trying to rotate through and get high, but the shoulder is coming behind from Josh Burnett. He is not out of this battle. He wants to take it, but look at the endurance of Nick. It is standing strong, and he is fighting back, but there it is. 3-2. Ladies and gentlemen, don't tell me. Don't tell me it's going again.
Stop it,
oh,
Ryan.
my goodness.
Stop it.
3-2.
These two are about to pass out. They are sucking in that much oxygen. I am getting tired. The effort that is going in on this table. And now we were at 3-0. You're not going to believe it, ladies and gentlemen. We are at 3-2. And they're straight into it. No messing about these two. This is unbelievable. When we thought it was all going to be done in 4 rounds, we're already into round 6.
This match is not letting us down at all. Josh Burnett with an enormous comeback. He's down 3-0. He digs deep, sets the deep hook, and he's grinding it out. The shoulder of Nick Burnett is in trouble, and it's fading. Nick Burnett needs to call on his explosive top roll again, but Josh Burnett's defense is just unbelievable. Are we going to see another silver bullet? Let's find out. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Round number 6. It is 3-2 to Nick Burnett at the moment.
Bang!
And there is in the deep hook again. The pronation of Nick Burnett will be what depends on the victory for him or not. Right now, Josh Burnett, he's taking in the deep breaths. He's looking for the surge. He's waiting for the opportunity. Nick being patient. Who's going to surge first? The shoulders are creeping in from Josh. That he survives the surge from Nick. Nick testing, but Josh, that unbreakable defense stands strong. Nick Burnett, can he finish and take the money? Or can the silver bullet round be forced by Josh? Josh Burnett.
Oh,
here he
there's the
comes.
hit.
Here it
Dig
comes.
deep, you big cannon. Fire that off, Josh Burnett. He's calling himself unbreakable for a reason. Nick Burnett in prime position. Closes his eyes and hoping for the hit to happen. Josh just looking, waiting for that to happen. The press is coming in. And
It doesn't
Josh
get
is holding
through.
on.
It doesn't get through. Josh Burnett is holding on. Josh Burnett is fighting back. Here he comes. Josh Burnett. Can he get control of center? Nick Burnett.
The press is
there it is. Wow.
Bang.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is an absolute stunning way to finish the arena battle. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. Nick Burnett is your winner.
That
Taking
is
the cash.
unbelievable.
Nick Burnett, give us a flex on camera, Nick. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Nick Burnett, takes the 300 cash. Oh my goodness! I honestly, when today was scheduled, Jack, I knew we were going to have some close battles. But this is over delivering right now. This is special. What we're seeing here, the matches are proper elite level arm wrestling. This is amazing. I love it.
Well, I feel sorry for the next arm leash. How can you top that? That was just unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. We just had, you started off in the first round. I thought, beautiful. You had Mud Crab. You had Josh Burnett, and I thought, killer match. What a great way to kick off arm fights. We can't beat that. Then Jamie Barrett and Nick Burnett said, Aussie arm wrestler, hold my beer. And they go in and have an absolute barn burner. And then, of course, the winners' brackets come in, and they were just like, can you top this? Yes, we can. And it is just phenomenal.
Let's get Josh Burnett in. Josh Burnett, come and mic up, brother. We want to hear all about that performance today. That was pretty special. as Josh gets all mic'd up, we'll get him set. We'll hear about his performance today. Pretty massive effort. Josh Burnett, tell us, brother, how are you feeling?
Oh, the burn is unreal. My arms are so pumped.
You had two of the most brutal matches I've ever witnessed in my arm wrestling journey so far. You faced Mud Crab in the most extreme arm wrestling match I've seen since Jerry Cadorette and Michael Todd. You came through that. How on earth did you find the energy to near pin your brother and take the victory?
I know. I'm lucky that he came in a hook with me. If he top rolled me, my hands too gassed to hold on. But when I went in the hook, I felt good. But the endurance was still too good for Nick.
The most exhausted man in Australia is with us, Josh Burnett, the youngest of the three competitive Burnett brothers. Josh, first of all, mate, stellar effort. Great win in the first one. What you did there was, Nick, was just unbelievable. What was going through your mind? You won that ridiculous, exhausting battle. I was tired after that first match with you guys, and then you had to pull again. What were you thinking while the other match was going on afterwards? You're borderline tears, the sweat's going down, you can barely talk, you're rubbing the arm, and then it's like, I got to pull in the final.
Yeah, well, it was hard to step on the table. I was dizzy. I almost vomited at the front.
Oh, wow.
From just being that exhausted. I was sitting at the front for a while, but came good at the end. Versus Nick. Glad I at least put up a wall.
Nice. Well, the Burnett dynasty, I'm going to call it. It is that. It's a dynasty. You guys are consistently performing at such a high level. You're all in each other's corners. What was it like? What did it mean for you today to get to the final against your brother?
Oh, it means a lot. Like, in that match, I thought I was going to win 4-1, but Bo came back. The endurance kicked in from him, but I'm glad I at least first him in the final.
Nice. And now, of course, you've got the main event coming up. Your oldest brother, Sam, the number one ranked 80-kilo arm wrestler in Australia. He's taking on Lui Toimoana, who's 130 kilos, 6'4".
Insane.
How do you see that match? I want to know.
I see, like, personally, I like Louis. He's a good guy, but I've got to back my brother in this match. Like, last time, it was a war, but I'm backing Sam.
That was just, unbelievable. And that main event is coming up right now. Josh Burnett, you deserve the waters. Are you 18 years old? You're 18 years old. 18. Just said 18. You deserve a beer or whatnot. Those battles were just unbelievable. And I think not only myself, but the arm wrestling, we'll just appreciate that you just didn't roll over. It was your brother. He'll probably slip you a 50 and things like that. You know, you could have had your side deals, but you just came in. There was times there you're looking at the arm wrestling guys. You're lying on the table like someone shot you in the heart. But the one thing I love was just you never gave up, and absolutely appreciate it and really enjoyed watching it live.
Well, you don't know when an opportunity like this is going to come about, so you have to put everything on the line. So
you keep pulling like that. Plenty of opportunities are coming for young Josh Burnett. That is for sure.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the arena match wrapped up. Nick Burnett, our winner there. Really special performance from him. We'll get him saddled up shortly to hear what his thoughts are as well. I'd love to pick his brain on the upcoming main event.
Yeah, let's get Nick Burnett now.
Nick Burnett in one more time, and then we will saddle up for the main event. We are only probably 5 minutes away, ladies and gentlemen. Do not go anywhere. Sam Burnett v. Lui Toimoana coming up next. But right now, joining us, Nick Burnett. How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, good, yeah.
You're back here in the winner's circle once again.
Pockets are heavier. Wallets heavier.
Was that final round then? Was that harder than you thought it was going to be?
A lot harder, yeah. Because, after his match, I thought it was, really gas, which he was. But he still had something that surprised me, so.
Why didn't you hit the fingers? Why didn't you just go back to your low hand top roll? Why did you just want to have a hook battle?
Well, as you know, obviously he's my brother. I'd rather try and make it a war. I'm not saying that I would have, gone through him like
yes, you
easy,
are.
But
you are. That's exactly what he's saying. I will put the subtitles up. That there, Nick Burnett, he's basically said Aussie arm wrestler. I would have absolutely crushed him. And then want to make it interesting. That's what.
Now, Nick Burnett, I want to ask you. You've just come through an arena. Now, typically with the Armfights Unleashed system, you get yourself on an Armfights Unleashed arena by doing well in tournaments. You win an arena, you get yourself booked for main events. If you could have any man in the world for a main event, who are you asking for?
Oh, it'd have to be Josh Barker.
Josh Barker, love it. There it is.
Look dead set in that camera now and tell him that you're coming for him. Josh Barker, he's been watching this very closely, and that's what I want. That's what I love to hear. He's come on. He's had a very successful win. to a quality opponent, and he wants the number one. And that's what I love. These guys, the ones that are competing here at Arm Fights want to be the champ. They want to be the best. And you can see there the Stone Cold Killer, which we got a smile out of him mid-match, which was a rare occurrence. If we had a third camera, you would have seen it, ladies and gentlemen. I spent a whole Queensland title attacking this man and his family just to try and get a crack mid-match, and I couldn't do it. This Stone Cold Killer, Nick Burnett, congratulations, you dead set legend.
Absolutely. Now, one thing before you go, give us your prediction on the main event. Your older brother Sam taking on Lui Toimoana. How's it going to go?
Sam wins.
He's picked Louis. He's picked Louis. I can't believe he's got against his own brother. It's on that. No, he just said.
I say that because I think Sam's techniques is just a bit more advanced.
For sure.
Obviously, Louis is just a powerhouse as well, but it'll be a good match for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is coming up next, and it is only moments away, so buckle up and get ready because we are set for the main event. It is on the next card. We got Lui Toimoana, 130 kilos of him, 6'4", up against Sam Wham Bam Burnett.
Wham Bam. Like I said, the man that is proper form. Get these two powerhouses to the table. We may even need to move the camera back because 6'4", absolute giant, Lui Toimoana. Hey, apologies for butchering your last name. It's the first time I've met this guy, the first time I've seen him. And as you can see, an absolute giant, an up-and-comer in the arm wrestling world. And then, of course, the number one 80-kilo superstar in Australia, Sam Burnett. They call him Wham Bam because he will hit you in every sort of position. He is going to picture Louis like a punching bag. They are at the table. This, ladies and gentlemen, is your main event. This is the $500 cash prize. We are up and about for this one.
Here we go, ladies and gents. Have a look at the biceps on Sam Burnett. At only 80 kilos, he's packing, 18-inch biceps. This man has back pressure galore. Hand control on tap. And have a look at Louis, the towering Lui Toimoana. He's 6'4", his forearms very long, elbows of steel. His commitment to side pressure is enormous. This match, ladies and gentlemen, is for $500 and is your main event of Armfights Unleashed 2.0. Here we go as Tom Uglacier gets them set.
We are in round one. The thumbs, those big, fat, giant thumbs are locked in, thick as thieves. Whoa, that's the early start. That's what you want from your main event superstars. You want them eager. You want them jumping, chomping at the bit in order to take the first round because this first round means everything to these superstars. We've got a main event, and this is where you want to be when it comes to Arm Fights Unleashed. You want to be in this main event. Here we go. Early jump start there. Love the way Louis going about it. He's going to hit the fingers. He's going to try and top roll in this one. Huge battle in your main event. This is the way it's going to go. Sam Burnett looking for him to attack. Bang!
And there's the start. And there's the slip. We're off to the straps. Interesting stuff there. You saw hand control, initial hand control from Sam Burnett, but very quickly, Louis says, no. I control the height. The long arm of Louis came out, and then Sam was pronating, and off to the straps he goes. Here we go. Time up.
Launch that back. That's right. Tie them together. Get them going. Make them worse.
Look at the look in the eye of Louis. I've never seen the killer look like that. Staring at his opponent then. Dead serious. Look at that. He means business. This will be war, ladies and gentlemen. Do not look away because these guys both want the cash. They both want the victory at Arm Fights Unleashed 2.0. Lots on the line right here. Australia's number one, Sam Burnett, up against 130 kilos of Lui Toimoana.
He is looking thick, looking huge in this one. There is big, but Sam Burnett, all the confidence in the world. The man has been on this stage before. This is what it's all about. We want it happening. Sam Burnett, can we get round one finally started? We are in the strips. In the straps. That's how pumped I am. Louis looking to attack, looking to hit outside. He will post up in this one. Those big fingers ready. Bang!
And there's the side pressure from Louis. He's taking the wrist. Running foul on Louis. And there's the pin, but it's a restart with a running foul call. The elbow off the back of the pad from Lui, but wow, good start, Lui there. Lui taking hand control off the start. The high ground was his. Very impressive start, Sam Burnett. Can he adjust?
That was a huge, very impressive dominant performance in that one. Now, Sam needs to re-adjust because Lui was able to take the arm, take where he wanted to go in that one, and able to drive him to the pin for the restart. Let's get these superstars going. Round one. Bang!
And this time it's into the hook. They are deep in the hook. This is the war we expected. Lui laying on the side pressure. No pin yet. Defense there from Sam Burnett. The effort is maximum effort. Lui Toimoana looking up at the camera says, 1 more centimeter and I got you. He's holding it. Sam Burnett's defense. And there is the pin. There is the pin. On that side, Lui Toimoana getting the pin, round one. Oh, we got the running foul. It's not a pin.
Oh, no.
I'm getting excited with the referee. We said war. It looks like it's shaping that way.
Man, oh man, the main event in this one, absolute killer stuff. All righty, let's get into it.
Straight into it.
Amazing stuff. And we haven't even got round one sorted yet. We are still at the start of this battle. If you're just tuning in, this is your main event of Armfights Unleashed 2.0. Sam Burnett just realising he's taking someone 50 kilos heavier than him. Bang!
There's the hit. Sam Burnett on the offense. Lui Toimoana holding center, laying a giant frame onto the arm of Sam Burnett. But look at the defensive position of Sam. That King's Hook defense is set. We've seen it before from Josh Burnett. Now it's Sam Burnett's turn. Lui Toimoana, however, patience, staying at the center of the table, using that long arm that he's got, thinking about whether he wants to use the energy right now or conserve. Who is going to take the initiative? Both guys locked in center table. Lets the wrist go. Lui Toimoana changes the shape of the match. Can Sam Burnett get over the top? We've seen Lui here before. He can. We got it. We're in a pin, 1-0. Sam Burnett taking the first round. But Lui Toimoana, wow, he's in this fight.
Oh, bang! That is unbelievable. Louis almost hitting his head on the roof. He is just impressive stuff. The way he's coming in, just trying to hook from there. Problem is, once it is moved from the other side of his table, unfortunately with that, not enough experience, not enough supermatch power, just doesn't know how to get it back on his side of the table. And then Sam rolling on top, just doesn't have that flop press in him. But I tell you what, talk about pure strength. Given the chance, he will rip the arm off on that one. Lui, very impressive. But it's Sam who gets the pin in round number one.
Interesting stuff. Now, these guys have gripped before. Last time they gripped, it was a absolute death war to exhaustion, both these guys. It'll be very interesting now to see what Lui does to change. We saw early starts. We saw early starts from Lui in control of center, but the aggression from Sam equalized that. He hit to his King's Hook position. He hit for the defensive position. Once he got there, he looked strong. It'll be interesting to see what Lui brings out now.
He needs something. Hopefully someone's out there coaching him. Look at that. Sam's already claiming the cash. He's flipping it around. He's up and about. He's already spending it. Now, can that... Well, he's got to buy the Aussie arm wrestler something first if he's going to touch the prize money early. Check his pockets there, Tom. I think there might be a couple of notes falling out there. He's pocketed it all. But now he needs to switch on. Let's get Lui back to the arena. We need him now. The minute is up. There is the big unit, the big powerhouse. He needs to come in. If Lui can get it on his side of the table, it could be good night, Irene. But at the moment, he's taken more knocks than the front door, and we're only into round one. We've got round two super match main event action happening. You're looking at it. You're enjoying some of the best what Australia's got to offer, and especially in the 80-kilo division, you've got the best in the business. Sam Burnett, after this matchup, we need to get him on the international stage. Bang, there it is, hand control.
Good start there from Sam. He's got the control. Lui looking for the strap now. He's in trouble. He's been backed into the corner. He's trying to get the strap, but Sam holding onto the thumb and Lui putting some very, maybe costly miles into the hand there, looking for the strap. He wanted it. Sam looking strong at center table. What can Lui bring?
You got to see it now.
I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. Let's see where this goes.
love going the early crow. I'm having a crack. I'm just reading body language and things like that. Look, I hope I'm wrong to have almost 3 silver bullets. But let's see if the predictions happen.
The elbow of Lui. I trusted the elbow of Lui. It won't die. It won't die. I've seen it before. The elbow of steel.
We trust.
In the elbow we trust, indeed. Here we go. Lui Toimoana, Sam Burnett, round 2.
Thumbs down. Just thumbs down.
There it is, round 2. Good body position here from Lui, just making me look like a right mug. The way his position is to get the advantage of this one. But Sam is just sitting there and he's putting the arm wrestling calculator to work it out. There's the hit. Looks to go outside, but the hit has happened. That 131 kilos, dumping everything. But the curl in from Sam to make a fight from it. There it is. We're holding on. Sam looking to bring the advantage. Can he hold on? That is 130 kilos leaning on that giant 18-inch bicep. Sam feeling comfortable. Sam feeling in control. Tom Glacier is just in prime position of this powerhouse. And it's the elbow that Ryan Moen trusts. But Sam holding on.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Lui takes it. There it is, Jake. I told you. As soon as you said it, I said, in the elbow we trust, brother.
I've jinxed it. I look like a right mug
Oh,
in this one.
one. I told you this was a war, mate. There was just no opportunity for this not to be a war. I know that Lui has heart. I know he has an elbow, and he just showed it. He just showed it. This is far from over right now.
Does he ever? And first of all, he needs to go to the fridge and get me a beer for making me look like a right mug when I came out and tried to make that prediction. Geez, I'm liking this. You cannot see the camera, but the Burnett have got the footage on their phone to help them out to coach and things like that. That is unbelievable.
Well, Lui possesses a really unique set of tools. For someone like Sam Burnett, usually Sam Burnett can take control of the high ground. He's got amazing biceps and a great hand. But Lui is just a bigger human. He's got a longer arm. And he can't get the ground that he usually has to.
So let me ask you, Ryan, you're in this position. You're taking someone on. You have taken on some big, massive units in your time. And he's just got you in his lane. That was the lane Lui wanted. He got him and ended up pinning you. Where do you go from here on something there's someone 50 kilos heavier than you?
If I'm Sam Burnett, I'm taking it low. Lui lives up in the clouds with those long arms. You need to get him down and uncomfortable. Deep hooks, rotation-based, your side of the table preferencing. Lui doesn't want to be defending. Lui's staying power is on the offensive side. If Lui's forced to defend, it's a hard day. But if Lui's leaning on you, oh my goodness, if Lui's leaning on you, as we just saw, he will just outweigh you down eventually.
Turn in Andre the Giant. You've heard it there from Ryan. He's saying, stop splashing at the shallow end of the pool. Sam, get deep. Get low at the other end. That is the way. We'll see how it's going. Let's get them back to the table. We don't want 7 minutes per round. We want to see these two go at it. And I think that 18-inch bicep of Sam has just turned into about 24, the way it's swelled up after that one. Unbelievable stuff. And Lui, look at that, just giving the good old flex, just looking strong. And Lui just looking to bring in that Polynesian power, that gifted genetics. They are just unbelievably strong. And when you lean, every bit of that 131 kilos, you heavy-set bastard. This is unbelievable. Absolutely love it. And this is what main events are all about. Round 3, bang! Did not get the hand grip. Started low. Can he get the pin in this one? We've gone from underneath and we've called the pin.
We got the pin on Nick Burnett taking the 2-1 lead. You can see
we've got a call here as the referees have a chat. I did notice that Lui missed the jump. Lui didn't get his hand ready to go.
We're going to restart that one.
Restart that one. What's the call?
It was on Louis' side. It was a defensive.
There we go. The call's been made on defensive side, slip there. So we are restarting that one. There we go.
The size difference on Sam Burnett from his right to his left arm.
Sam Burnett pumped as those biceps are enormous. His hand control so impressive that he's able to control such a big man like Lui outside the strap. Lui wants the straps. He wants the security of being able to lay sideways on that elbow without having to think about his hand too much. Sam Burnett, there he goes. There's the pin, decisive pin. Sam Burnett, 6. Not 6.
Whoa.
2-1.
I got it right. 2-1 to Sam Burnett.
Right now, Louis taking a breather. Louis needs that time. He can take this opportunity. He's down 2-1, but he's a long way from out of the match.
Oh, absolutely. He needs to
Louis
control
Sullivan
his
needs
breathing.
to control the breathing.
Get his heart rate back down. He needs to just get the composure, because sometimes when you fire up these guys, they just see one lane, they see red, and they're going to attack. Now that Sam, as you mentioned, with that just unbelievable handcuffing, handicapping, hand control, is just now really just taking out the main axis of Louis and taking him. Louis wants to go to the straps. Sam Burnett not letting it happen. Big Papa Pump over there, the genetic freak. Sam Burnett is just feeling cool, calm, and collective. He's just taken the third round in this one. 2-1 up. Can Louis come back?
Well, I'll ask you that question, Jay, because last time Sam was up, you said it's over. And then Louis, in return of Louis, the elbow we trust.
I am going to say no.
Are you going to dare say 5-1?
5-1.
Oh.
I'm putting the kibosh on this match right now. Put the kibosh on it. I think we could get a silver bullet, because I've just called 6-0. Made me look like a mug. I'm calling it 5-1 now. Let's see if Louis can make the Aussie arm wrestler
Eat his
look
words
right
once again.
stupid. I'll tell you what,
All
that
right.
is one of my favourite side dishes, and that's eating my own words. I do it quite a lot, and I absolutely love it. I am the early crow king. But speaking of kings, they are getting back to the table. Your head referee.
Sam Burnett at the table waiting. He is ready to go. He's feeling confident. You can see the sweat on the brow of Louis. Louis wants it to be all strapped up. Let's see what he brings out outside of straps. Into the straps, Sam Burnett acknowledging that and giving him the opportunity. I like that. That's a lot of bravery
You
from
know
Sam.
what? To put the kibosh on me. They make me look like a right mate. So we were just talking about hand control with Sam Burnett, and now it's
He's in the strap.
and now it's into the strap. That's okay. I'll take a silver bullet, and I'm happy to be wrong in an absolute cracker of a main event for this one. Horsepower versus technique in this one. Not saying that Sam doesn't
Look
have
at the
anything else
biceps on Burnett.
Jesus.
Look at the pump on the Burnett bicep right there. Have you seen anything like an 80-kilo bloke?
That is unbelievable. He could probably dribble a bowling ball. That bicep is just huge. It's two strong men stuck in the middle.
Here we go, ladies and gents. Round number 4. 2-1. Currently Sam Burnett over Lui Toimoana.
Ready, bang! He's got the top roll. He's
And
got
the
him
hand and
on
wrist
top
is
of it.
in trouble. Louis, but leaning forward. Sam Burnett still not yet into the position he needs to finish. Louis looking for a way through. He's trying to get that stop. There's that defensive. He uses the long arm well. Sam Burnett, too much though. Takes the victory. 3-1. Needs one more to wrap this one up. Louis in trouble. He's on the ropes. Big Louis taking in the deep breath. Sam Burnett looking strong, taking control of the high ground there in the straps, demonstrating his prowess as an arm wrestler. He really is the real deal.
And just the confidence when he was resetting, regripping to go back on Louis' side of the table and hit again. You know, that's our spring break. That's our trampolines break. I wouldn't be doing that against some of 131 kegs just leaning on that. But with Sam's bicep able to come outside, unbelievable stuff. But it's 3-1.
It's 3-1.
It's 3-1.
It is 3-1. Your
They're
5-1 is looking all right now. For Louis to win this match from here, he has to go somewhere different. He has to go somewhere even he wasn't thinking about going. Go somewhere that he's never been before, maybe. He needs to find a different method to upset the apple cart that Sam has right now. Because right now, Sam's got it. Sam's in control. He's got the edge on fatigue. He's got the game plan that's working. He needs to upset Sam with his strategy.
And it just needs to go to Louis' side of the table. You saw in round 2 when he was able to lean everything close to his body, connected to his body, and lean everything in advantage Louis. But then as you looked in the other rounds, it is just leaning over. Sam is getting it on his side of the table. He's getting the advantage. And now we have got round 5. Everyone firing Louis up. Now, this is Louis' moment. This is for him to come back and pin the number 180-kilo puller in Australia. Fire up, Louis, you dead set legend. Louis the lunatic. That is the character we need to engage in this one. Sam looking cool, calm, and collective. And probably for the first time all night, I've seen the Burnett boys in the corner a bit more relaxed. I think, Sam might have this one. We've been absolutely bricking it the whole day. But now they're just leaning back, feeling a bit confident in this one. And they're starting round 5 in the straps. You've got Sam Burnett 3-1 up against the lunatic Lui. Let's get him fired up. Let's get him to the table. Really hoping he can get a pin in this one. We want a silver bullet main event because I am one greedy arm wrestling fan. You are here, Armfights Unleashed.
Here we go, ladies and gents. The eyes are coming out. The eyes are coming out. He is not out of this fight yet. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Where are we going? Ready, bang! Lui commits hard. Sam with the hand control in a good position, defensive position as Lui is laying on the arm. But Sam Burnett in control. Here comes the back pressure and pronation. Sam Burnett breathing now as the defense of Lui survives barely. But Sam Burnett wants to win. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Burnett takes the win over Lui Toimoana. What an effort there. Solid effort. Sam Burnett, ladies and gentlemen, is your winner and takes the $500 cash. Here he is. Look at this. The $500 cash flies this way.
The money, man.
Give us a flex. Come closer to the camera and give us a flex. We want to see these biceps. Look at that. Sam Burnett with the cash.
That is swelling.
Man, take a seat, Sam Burnett. We need to talk to you about that. That's just ridiculous, to be honest.
Talking about that. Put the headset on. Young fella. Brimming with confidence. The cult leader of the Burnett brothers. That was unbelievable stuff. Sam, congratulations. You did it a bit easier than what we thought because your first time you had a hit out with Lui the Lunatic.
Yeah.
It was an absolute war. How does it feel? Someone 50 kilos heavier. That is Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler. That is like if Mrs. Aussie Arm Wrestler was on my back and we arm wrestled you. That is the collective weight of this absolute arm wrestling giant who will be awesome in the future. He needs to stay in the sport. How does it feel? Someone so much heavier attacking you.
Oh, it's a good feeling. I was a bit worried about the weight. I came in at 80.1 kilos today. I was aiming to be a bit heavier, but didn't end up putting the weight on. And yeah, I found it difficult to get over his long arm, his long lever. When I tried top rolling him, he just sunk me down into the hook. And yeah, the only way for me to beat him was in a hook.
How heavier were you going to go? I don't think if you were 80 kilos or 85 kilos or 86 kilos, I don't think it would have made too much of a difference. But it just shows the technique. It just shows your experience that went on there was able to crush such a strong opponent. Now, I've asked your other brothers throughout the time. You came in, you were coaching him, you guys stick together, you like glue, it's unbelievable. The bond, is fantastic. Did that affect you at all for your match? Because let's face it, you all came in, you thought Josh was going to come in, whitewash it, you thought Nick was going to come in, whitewash it, and the same with yourself in that match. That's the confidence you guys have. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how I expect every arm wrestler to come in. But it didn't go the way that we thought it would. Silver bullet, and then them two ripping each other's arms off. Does that have any effect with you, or have you watched your two brothers pull enough to go, all right, work out what you need to do. I've got it all sorted.
Well, yeah, we were all confident going in, and I was a bit worried about Nicky and Josh with how it came down to a silver bullet. So I was a bit nervous, but I'm glad my brothers pulled it off, and we all got the wins today. So that was awesome. Great day today.
Now, my favourite question. 80 kilo champion. You've just come in and gone bang. Who is next? Who do you want?
Jake Ward.
Wow.
For the left arm amateur third place.
You need a bit more than $500 to take on me for that trophy. That is the most sought after trophy in the. Of course, he wants to take on the Aussie Arm. I know you're aiming for the stars and things like that, and I'm better than LeVar, whatever. But you'd absolutely crush me. We all know that. But we need yourself. Everyone that pulled today, we need on an international level. Have you feel you've conquered Australia? How do we get you overseas? And who do you want after I beat you for my trophy?
I don't know. That's a tough question. I'd love to go international, like Alan Fisher, Jeff Hale, like those sort of elite arm wrestlers around my weight class. Love to see how I go against them. Just traveling is the only issue and getting over there, but I want it one day. So that's the ultimate goal. But in Australia, I don't know if I've really conquered Australia yet. I still want to go to more arm wrestling comps and yeah, just keep arm wrestling and have fun.
Will you pull up? Wait, so you're sitting there. So now, say Nationals is happening, comes around the corner, and of course you want to, have the Australian title once again. Is it now? Do you pull all the 100 kilo guys? Do you go in the super heavyweights? Where is it? Because this story that you guys have is absolutely fascinating, and to think that I can't think of anyone. I don't know if you can, Ryan, in the 80 kilos.
No, not in the 80 kilos.
Yeah,
there's
apologies to all you legends out there that are in the 80 kilos. I can't see anyone touching Sam at the moment. If I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. There's good form, there's white-hot form, there's Sam Burnett form at the moment.
Yeah, but seriously, in Australia, if you could ask for another match in Australia, among the guys who are heavier than you, who is your number one target?
I want Robbie Capone's left.
What about right?
But right, I'm not too sure. Like, I had to step up a weight class and versus the 95 kilo guys. Like, I still want to get a win over Torben. Jordan is still out of my reach at the moment. That's pretty much all I can really think of. Yeah.
Roger. Well, you're looking good. And ladies and gents, in the chat, we need you guys to sort us out. The Ready Bang match of the night needs to be determined. We have a poll live at the moment. You need everyone in the chat to go and vote on who was the match of the night. Was it Mud Crab v. Josh Burnett? If you remember that was a screamer. Double King's Hook, craziness, 14 restarts.
Exhausting.
It was exhausting.
Yeah, I didn't 9 elbow.
Josh was out the front vomiting afterwards.
Oh.
Then you think that one's wrapped up the night for match of the night. And then Jamie Barrett and Nick Burnett show up. Another silver bullet round.
Just come in and torch the house down. They just went, yeah, absolutely. Don't worry about that. You thought the first match was done. We will top that. And they've given an absolute crack. And then, of course,
you've got Jamie Barrett. Let's be honest, this was probably not match of the night because it was one-sided, but Mud Crab put up hard. Jamie went into all sorts of positions and showed his prowess. But then we had the final that no one expected to be a war. We had Nick Burnett we thought he was fresh. We thought he was going to clean up. But Josh Burnett puts in a massive performance, nearly forces the silver bullet. And then the main event, Sam v. Lui, we've just seen a great match all around. Sam Burnett showing exactly why he is the number one ranked 80 kilo in Australia. So vote for us now as to who wins that match of the night, and we'll announce that winner very shortly. But Sam Burnett, congratulations once again. Absolutely outstanding performance. I think as leader of the Burnett dynasty, you're representing very well. And I think as much as you want to have an Australian match, I think you don't get a choice. I'm bringing you an international star.
Yeah.
And if you're watching out there, I wanted you, Jeff Hale.
Yeah.
Jeff Hale in this room somewhere in 2022 against this man right here. What do you think about that?
I'm keen. Jeff Hale doesn't want the heat.
There it is.
He's called it. But that's what you want. You want to call people out. You jump the rankings and aim straight for the top. And of course, in Sam's division, Jeff Hale is one of the best, and that's what you want. I don't want to sit there and go, let me pull homeless hobo Joe that's sitting out at the dumpster. No, you don't get third place trophies from beating bums like that. Sam wants people aiming for the best, and that's what I want. If we can get Jeff Hale over here for an Armfights Unleashed, I know he'd be keen. He's done traveling before. He was at Arm Wars reality check. So, Jeff, first of all, because you got to be watching. Of course, you got to be watching us. Congratulations on your lovely newborn baby. But what now? Put that baby aside. Put the dummy in the mouth. Because you have got
Sam
that's
Burnett.
right. Destiny awaits. You are taking on our man here and winner of the super match.
And ladies and gents, we can announce the winner now of the Ready Bang arm wrestling match of the night. All the Burnett brothers are looking up very eagerly to see who is taking it. And you want to announce it, brother?
We can. The match of the night, it goes to Mud Crab and Josh Burnett. Our opening match.
That epic war.
Ready Bang! They both did it. It was just unbelievable stuff. All the guys did it, so they will get $50 each. Just somehow
as
to
a
try
bonus on top.
Yeah, just a bonus on top to help the arm wrestling community. Just like you, Ryan, I would love to see many, because then that officially makes them professional arm wrestlers because they've been paid for their work, and that's something that you have aspirations and dreams for, and that's something that I want to come on board and help when I can. So it's congratulations to those two.
Absolutely. And so, look, before we wrap up, I wanted to say a big thank you to all of you guys in the pay-per-view section. You guys make it possible for this sport to grow. These guys getting cash prizes, this studio being built, international people coming out. It is all because of your support. So thank you so much for all of that. And it is only going to get better. Armfights Unleashed 3.0. I can't wait already.
How can we get better than that? That was really...
What a start, though. Seriously,
that
what a
was
start.
an absolute bang. I feel sorry. Saw the Dan ref Ethan Tunstall, and he wants to come on Arm Fights, mate. He's got his work cut out to try and knock off those ones. You got champions in Sam Burnett winning that super match. Killer match. Arm Fights Unleashed is just becoming the place to pull.
It is. All right, ladies and gents, well, we will wrap that one up here. Thank you so much for being part of this. We've had an absolute blast of a time today. Thank you to the athletes for performing so incredibly well. We will see you again next time at Armfights Unleashed 3.0. Ready, bang! All right, let's end it. Let's see if we get it. Good stuff.